Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday. Yes, it's that time. Hide your kitty cats, hide your children. We are trolling the digital airwaves, and we are let loose. Release the Kraken! It has been released. So has the Kraken, but that's neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is Saturday morning. It is 6:01 a.m. on the Pacific Coast. I got to tell you, it's exciting right now because I'm awake. I'm happy. I'm here. I'm shocked. But you know what? It's all good in the hood, as they say. Good morning, one and all. And I think I already said it about 40 times already, but I'm the scorekeeper. Scorekeeper. Or scorekeeper. That's the name right there, so you can check it out. We have some new options in this little program. We have a teleprompter now. And I'm going to have to check that out so I can now read my words while I'm looking at the camera. So that is going to be interesting. A lot more editorials on their way. Good morning, one and all. Why don't you let me know who you are and where you hail from? How can you burp after drinking water? Yes, I'm drinking water. I have my new flask. My daughter purchased this for me. It's a tall flask. It is tall, but that's neither here nor there. So my first thought after she purchased this for me was, how much did this cost me? Oh, I'm sorry. What a jerk. But yes, I'm in jerk mode this morning. And we're going to get a lot going on right now. I have a lot to go over, and maybe I shouldn't be as happy as I am because there's been in the sports world, there's been a death in the family right here in Southern California. News broke late in the afternoon yesterday that a Los Angeles Angels legend, World Series champion Garrett Anderson, someone who I essentially grew up with and who's younger than myself, passed away at age 53. I was just genuinely shocked at this. He was a significant leader on the Angels team. And I wonder if my internet is down. So a sound check would be nice. I don't think I am. Everything looks nominal to profile. I think we're in the pipe, 5x5. Come on. I just quoted a movie. Come on, folks. Come on. Oh, there's one of my hats in the background from another life. I've been clearing up the office because one thing that I learned is we have way too many of Roger's toys in here. I don't know if you've been shopping recently, but they have those black crate or totes with the yellow tops. I have like 12 of them, and I've already filled up 8 of them. And they're all my little toys. And I've started to pack them up. Some clients who had given me gifts and had seen me pack up the toys were like, hey. I'm like, well, it's nothing that that I'm trying to put in a bad spot or something. It's just I am loaded with items. And I'll have to take a picture of what's above me now on the hutch. Maybe I'll move the camera in a bit to show you. But I have to empty this. This has now become the nerve center. So I don't know if this is exactly going to be HQ, JT1 or JT Home 1. I don't know. I'll have to come up with a name because, as you know, I have several satellite locations already. They are in the United States. We're looking to expand in Mexico, Hermosillo, Mexico. Man, trying to get that office open for the last 2 years. Las mordidas, hijos de su madre. But we are trying to get that one going. And I thank you, Elway 7. I do appreciate that. Loud and clear. Thank you, Elway. We have been trying to get that office open for at least 2 years now. And it's been a hassle. Like I said, there's mordidas and then the security situation. So, as you know, we have a preparer in New York. We have a preparer in Texas. We have one in Arizona. And we have quite a few. So it depends. I don't even know what the number is in the off season, whatever, but the empire, the firm is growing, which is really cool. A lot of fun. But I digress. I got caught up in a few personal things right now. Major League Baseball just issued its morning email I am not able to open up any websites right now. And my handy dandy, absolutely awesome, climate controlled calendar, it's supposed to tie into uh, Colorado Springs, a nuclear clock, and the time is off. The date is off. It's January 2nd now, but it looks like the indoor and outdoor sensor are working. It's 49 degrees outside. Felt nice. It's cool. It might even be cold, but it's nice. It's 61 degrees in here, and I guess it's going to get to a high of 66. Is it? Well, today, Jedi Tax is celebrating its after year. Oh, look, there's Canela. See, squirrel. It's a cat. There she is. That's our Frady cat. But she spends all this time with me. She's like, what is that? That is one of Gmo's boxes. It says Giselle on it. You can barely make out the words. And I've been finding so many things that we have saved from our children over the years. I have to tell you, I was in a quandary. I was sitting on this envelope that had arrived in my wife's name. It was a credit card that all she had to do was activate it. And I was like, feels bad. And I'm still holding on to it. And they just sent me an email saying, hey, are you going to activate it or what? I'm like, it doesn't feel right. I still have it here. The quandaries. And oh my gosh, my desk is kind of clear. And there's Tommy's from last night. Boy, am I paying for it. I am getting old. And I do not know who sent these to me. I do not recall ordering these. These are absolutely gorgeous. I know. What does it have to do with sports, right? It is what it is. You know my fetish is pins. I've always had that. And I was handed 4 of these pins. I do not recall ordering them. I'm dumb. I generally know what I order. And these are fountain pins for the 20th anniversary, the 25th anniversary of the Lord of the Rings, which I think is kind of cool. And they are genuine fountain pins. And I'm like, ooh, I may have discovered my new pin. And 4 of them. I don't recall ordering 4, if at all. And they're the type of fountain pen that does not use, the cartridge, but you actually have to put it in, the ink, and you have to turn it, and it sucks up the ink, like Jedi.tax. But anyway, so I love this. This is really cool. It's a Lord of the Rings pin. It is really nice, and I cannot wait to use it. And man, I was exhausted for these last 2 days. I've just been done. We were closed on April 15th, effectively. Extensions only out the door, and it was manageable. We were in a lot better situation, breaking records. I added probably 25% growth. It's exponential. So I know, I'm just happy. I still have to go over all the numbers, but we're really happy at what has happened this year. There's Canela. There she is. She stopped. Come on. The cats recognize that whistle, and they come running. It doesn't matter where they are. But I do apologize, folks. I had been trying to get that link open. It says it's in the inbox. I don't know why, but I'm having issues. What a shock, right? So let's see if we can get the regular stuff going right now. I know I'm a bit behind in what I do, but hey, it is what it is, right? Let's get some of them going right now. And ladies and gentlemen, right now it is 52 degrees, even though it says it's 49 outside. It's going to get to a high of 84. Ooh. So I might already be in my summer wear already. So it's all good. The wind is heading to the south, 2 miles per hour out of the north. And yes, Fandango just sent me an email to buy my tickets for The Mandalorian and Grogu. We already have it. Gmo and I are going to go on Thursday night at 8:30 over here in Laverne. The reclining seats. Oh, we just absolutely love them. Maybe should have gone to West Covina. That's all brand new, and the leather seats and you never know what happens there. But anyway, air quality is 36. It's good. Pressure is stable at 29.95 inches. Visibility is at 9 miles. Sunrise is at 6:16 in about 4 to 5 minutes. Humidity is at 68 degrees. Dew point's at 42 degrees. UV index, duh. That's where you get the duh in the name right there. See, duh. DA is always representative of duh. UV index, you just recognize what things are in life. Moon phase is waxing crescent. I am duh scorekeeper. And sunset is at 7:24 p.m. today. Taking a look at events that have happened on April 18th in the world of sports. I thought, it didn't set correctly. Yeah, there we are. Oh, it won't even give me another thing, another tab to use. On this day in 1991, John Stockton breaks his own NBA season assist record at 1,136. In 1999, Wayne Gretzky plays his last game in the NHL as the Rangers lose 2-1 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And finally, on this day in 2014, Marco Van Basten is announced to replace Dick Advocaat as the manager of the AZ Alkmaar at the start of the 2014-2015 season. I have to breathe because the big dog is here. Good morning, big dog.
Greetings and salutations, my good man.
I'm here. Are you?
I'm here. You don't have a beard anymore, though. You shaved.
I entered the last week because I didn't want to do the woe is me, sackcloth, and all that stuff. I had to have a good disposition. And when you have dreams of founding a new colony, a new civilization, then you wake up and you're scratching like, oh God, I think someone's living there. It's time to let it go. So when I was like Bender when he had the little civilization, and, everything comes to an end. It's like when you feel things, it's like it's time to go. So yeah, I did that. I did that on my own. I used to go to have my face shaved, I guess, and I did it on my own. I was a big boy.
Wow.
I think I did it on Sunday or Monday, I forget. But now I have to shave again, so we'll see.
So did you have a quiet?
Sorry.
Did you have a quiet 15th?
No, even though I was closed. Oh, there she is again, Canela. I did not accept appointments. We did not accept appointments. Everything was extension out the door, and we still did 36.
Wow, 36 extensions.
God. Wow. I did have a client come down from Bakersfield that wanted to meet me. And they said, hey, we get it. For us, we've only had 2 tax preparers before, and we want to meet you. And it's good. They say that they understand. We'll probably do video in the future. But being one of your longer, I'm like, yeah, okay, like I love you guys already. But no, you guys are around the block. Like, what do you mean? Says I have people driving down from San Jose, and then I have Japan, Guam, New Zealand, Nicaragua. I have a new client at Tijuana, of all places. And then in Senegal, Italy, Spain. And I lost my client in the United Kingdom. Rat bastard moved to New York. Damn it.
He came home, huh?
Damn it. And then I have clients all around the United States, which is really kind of cool. So as I was lame-bastingly going about, I don't know if that's the correct. Yeah, actually that works. I was lame-bastingly going around about this morning where I've had it. I've been, for 2 years now, I've been trying to open an office in Hermosillo, Mexico, so that we could go after the expats in Latin America, specifically in Mexico. Because I only have one competitor in Mexico. And I'm like, you know what? Let's go. And that is a target-rich environment, but that's actually not appropriate right now with the situation down there. But the mordidas are costing, dude. I have spent more on mordidas than I have for lunch. Oh,
Really?
and a client enjoyed oak. I think they were trying to say in Oakdale, but I don't know. And a
Yeah,
client
she probably just woke up.
Yeah. Good morning, young lady. Good morning, one and all. And thank you as I do go on babbling as I am. Oh, I would
Oh,
like to
what?
buy the large Darth Vader I gifted you. Oh, no. That's not going. All I said was they're being moved into boxes right now because this seriously is becoming the nerve center of a small operation. And I have too many toys displayed. I'm going to rotate them. It's just I do not have enough room in here. I envision it. We're set up. We have 4 workstations. Well, we have effectively 3 workstations. They all have cameras, all have headsets, and we trained 4 individuals this year. And yeah, I on the 16th, I was already prepping for next year. That's the earliest I've ever done. And that was clearing up this office. It feels a lot better. It feels a lot lighter. There's actually more room. And to think that I filled 8 of those totes, those black and yellow totes, with stuff from in here. So what does a Noriega do? What does Son of Celia do? Packs it in boxes and packs it away somewhere else. That's what I do. I follow instead of Celia, my mother. So we already did get a like this early in the morning. Good morning, Gridiron Girl. Thank you. And hey, it's good in the hood. Big Dog, did you hear the passing? I briefly went over it, but I'm all over the place. Of the Angel left fielder,
Garrett Anderson.
Yeah.
I was so surprised by that. That was a shocker.
Yeah. But I've noticed, I know I'm going by feeling. I have no statistics on this whatsoever. What a shock. But black players die younger than any other, in my humble opinion. And it's just sad that that's the case. And I remember, and now I'm going off course again, that when a retiree, I was always humbled as my coworkers would come up to me to choose which option in the retirement option they would take. I'm not going to get into any other detail other than to say I remember telling them, young man, take the most money that you can get now. And unfortunately, I was right. He did not live 6-7 years in retirement. And I was always saddened by that. It's not that I got it right. It's just many people in my life have gone young. And like Garrett Anderson, I saw that guy play a lot. Yeah. And he was a good guy. In the year that the Angels won the World Series, he was their big man. He had 123 RBIs that year. It's huge. He had power, but he was a Wally Joyner type player, and everyone who's an Angel fan knows he's just a good hitter. Wally Joyner was just a line drive hitter. He wasn't a home run hitter, even though he had, I think it was 22. I think he had 22 home runs his rookie year, and 17 were at the All-Star break. And everyone like, oh my God, the replacement to Rod Carew. There's another one. That was a monster. The Angels got it right. You know, they let Rod Carew wither away, and they replaced him with Wally Joyner. And Wally World.
Yep. That was a fun time.
Oh, hell yeah. He went to New York, and there was a switchblade found not far from first base. An open switchblade. Those are Yankee fans for you. They're the dumbass fans. And they've now been replaced with Dodger fans. It's all cyclical, folks. It's all cyclical.
Yeah, Garrett was only 53. Died of a heart attack.
Oh, okay.
That was from his wife, Teresa. She told ESPN, I guess, yesterday. Played 17 seasons, 15 of them with the Angels.
Yes.
course, they were the California Angels at the time when he first got drafted in 1994. Says he finished fourth in the AL MVP voting during his 2002 championship season.
He finished
He's a three-time All-Star, including MVP and home run derby champion in 2003.
Yeah.
And he served as a television analyst for the Angels broadcast after his playing career. Says that he holds Angels records, including games played 2013, total bases 3,743, extra base hits 796, 489 doubles, and 8 grand slams, and also in RBIs 1,292. He is also second in runs scored at 1,024. He hit 272 home runs, which is third on the franchise history list between the two fishes, trout and salmon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I knew he played almost every day in and out, and it was great. I thought it was a bit lackadaisical, but no, he was just solid. It was just his way. He was the Jim Edmonds guy that survived, because he and Jim Edmonds, you could compare them as the same attitude. They look lackadaisical out there, and they're not. But yeah, Angel fans, you missed him in St. Louis. But anyway, good morning, SNJ. What's up? Working in the yard.
Hope you're feeling better, man.
Yes, and if you're working in the yard, that is a big deal. So I was out and about yesterday, and when I get back, I was mad. I'm scorekeeper, ADHD, whatever, super blah blah blah. Was mad because I walked into the backyard and the green trash receptacle was brimming and it was over. I'm like, we're not like everyone else in the neighborhood. And the gardener had come by and had jammed a lot of stuff in there. And I was agitated because I'm like, well, we're not like everyone else, where our trash is at the level required. It is never over.
Are you saying you had the backyard Serengeti mode?
I don't know where he got all that material from, because he's been maintaining it, and it hasn't been Serengeti since the first week of February, when a client came over and he says, "Shit, dude, this gotta go." A client paid for my yard to be done. That's bad. Yes, it is a big loss. And yes, I did have that. And there's the new kid on the block. Look, she stays by me for being a fraidy cat. I love that little cat, Canela Cinnamon. And she's right there. And I already fed them this morning, so they're doing very well. But yes, it is a big loss in baseball. It is the leading story in the Major League Baseball news this morning. Last night, the Angels honored, and of all things, I was dying to go to the game yesterday. I probably would have gotten in a shouting match with a Padres player, but history does not always repeat itself. But I wanted to go yesterday, and I did not go. And there were actually decent tickets in section 103. They were giving out a hockey jersey. So I kind of wanted to get that. I already purchased tickets for May 1st, where they're giving out the bomber jackets. And they're facing the Mets. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be. They sell for about $70. So, they're probably the paper thin ones.
So you're going to go see Tanya's favorite team?
Ah, yes. And go ahead, say it again. Tanya. Young lady was hit by someone. I saw that.
Yes. She wasn't hurt. The person was trying to deny it and kind of chased him down. That person
8
down.
blocks.
Yeah. And I don't know if you read any of the comments, but I told her, of course, I'm glad you're okay. And then I looked at the picture again. I said, "Oh, I see they're from New Jersey. Figures."
Oh, maybe I did see that one. I didn't know that was yours. I spend very little time on Facebook now. It's just, I guess I have different priorities, and it's not trying to be derisive. It's just, I don't. People come up to me and tell me, "Hey, so what do you think about this?" I'm like, "Huh? What? What? What's going on?" And I usually have an eye on, or a finger on the pulse, and I don't know what is going on right now in the world and things around me. And that's because of deliberate choices I'm making. I'm hoping to return to the land of the internet, where nothing happens. No, there are only ones and zeros, folks. I love it when people say, "Oh my God, the internet's in an uproar." It's a 1 and a 0. How can that be in an uproar? I love it when they say, "Oh my God, everyone's going great." Yeah, whatever. Merry Christmas. I walk outside, my cat's still there, my car's out there. Yeah, the internet's in an uproar. Whatever.
You mean the fleet? But okay.
I appreciate that, big dog, but that is an exaggeration.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
look at that. Look at that. It only took it 3 hours to respond.
What's up, Gig?
Damn.
Come on. Come on, join us.
Yeah, I actually shaved myself, but this is already 5 days, guys. So I'm actually looking for 2 things today. I'm looking for a brand new razor, so I'm going to look at the James Bond movies with Pierce Brosnan, and I'm going to see what he shaves with, because it's Pierce Brosnan, baby. Yeah, I'd love to have the Omega watch that he wore, but some things are just a little bit beyond us.
Boy, he got screwed. He got screwed over so bad by ABC.
Oh yes, and eventually even the Broccoli family that was the producers of the James Bond thing. Just for men, baby. LOL. Yep. ABC did him wrong, and that was so sad. They were bastards. They really were bastards.
Yep. I mean, he goes up with literally an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, we're not going to let you out. We're going ahead with with the next season." And then halfway through the season, they're like, "Oh, canceled. Sorry."
After Timothy Dalton had effectively killed the series, and it's not that he's a bad actor, it's just they were bad movies, unfortunately.
Yep.
And folks, I know there are people that actually enjoy those 2 movies. One of my siblings is a James Bond fan, shocked the hell out of me. So I purchased the James Bond Blu-ray or DVD set, the one that had like all the movies,
collection? Uh-huh.
Except for maybe the last 2.
Okay.
And I didn't realize that she was a James Bond fan, so I was like, well, I got the digital versions. Hey, Merry Christmas. Here's the box set. It was a nice box set. It was the one that was selling for like $179. And I happened to scan it at Costco. It was like $69. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to get any other way, so I might as well pay for it. So it was only $69.99. And I bought it at Costco. So, yes, we have. Thank you. I'm glad you're paying attention. We have. And I usually go around the horn this morning, but, hey, there was a lot to talk about. So why don't you get in here and let's talk sports? As we normally do.
Come on, Dodger. You're our Dodger correspondent.
All right. Yeah, she probably goes to more Dodger games than we do. So I'm already planning.
Go ahead. You're already planning on.
No, you go ahead.
Mine's just a.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Speaking of the Dodgers, of course, National League West leaders, as they all are.
Go ahead. Now the meeting jerk.
I was surprised by the name, because I know it's not the same guy, but the San Diego Padres are on the verge of being sold for a record price of $3.9 billion to Jose Feliciano.
Yes. Yeah. Former baseball player.
I'm thinking the singer, Jose Feliciano.
Oh, you see,
Feliz Navidad.
Oh my God, yes.
who of course is the co-owner of the Chelsea Football Club, and his wife, Kwanzaa Jones, according to a confirmed source who talked to ESPN on Friday. The sale price easily tops the previous record of $2.4 billion for a Major League Baseball franchise set by Steve Cohen when he purchased the New York Mets in 2020. Before being finalized, the sale must be approved by 75% of the Major League Baseball owners, with the next owners meeting scheduled for June. Wall Street Journal first reported this news, adding that Feliciano will be designated as the controlling owner. Because Feliciano, who is 53, is a co-founder and managing partner of Clear Lake Capital, a private equity firm based in Santa Monica, California. In 2022, Clear Lake and Todd Boehly, part owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, led a consortium that purchased Chelsea for $5.24 billion. Must be nice when you have that kind of money to just throw around.
Yeah, and it's interesting because he alone has been valued at $3.9 billion. And if you're thinking, it's like, well, I think Forbes may have gotten that valuation wrong because he is spending, yes, with his wife, the aforementioned figure. Now, what really makes the news, not only the Padres, who have become a force in baseball.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the laughing stock, but okay, go on.
All I said was a force. I don't know. The players themselves have brought that on themselves for having bad attitudes and bragging.
Well, I get
crap. You gotta back up your stupid talk.
I guess you could call the Padres the flatulence team of baseball. You know, force, like you said, they're a major force.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Yes, but the thing that, and again, not to take away from anyone, but baseball is on the verge of a significant shutdown, one of the biggest shutdowns ever. If you look at what's happening in baseball, the Minnesota Twins were on the market for over a year and were not sold. That is a little strange. But when you look at the fact that they're going to have a, possible strike that's going to go on for all eternity, it's so strange that you have a deal like this going down right before a work stoppage. There are a lot of people that have said, this is like, oh my God, no one does this before a work stoppage. Well, guess what, kids? It's just like Sully said. It's unprecedented until it happens.
There you go.
A double bird strike? A double bird strike? Well, that's unprecedented. Yeah, till it happens. So, and now a Major League Baseball team sold just before a major work stoppage. Go figure. So, the Players Association has been alleging for some time that there is no need for a salary cap, which is what it looks like the owners have been trying to put in place. There will be a minimum and there will be a maximum. How they're going to do it? Are they going to do it like the NFL, which has one of the hardest salary caps of all in just numbers? Or are they going to go NBA wise, which is, hey, we have a salary cap. Do you want to violate it? No problem. Go ahead. Big Dog has so eloquently over the years explained what the penalties are when you sign a exemption and a non-exemption player, where he has said some players $18 million contracts are essentially $70 million contracts. And it's still working in the NBA, even though the NBA is starting to choke on a lot of the contracts. Things have happened because we're not seeing as much activity as we have in a long time.
That's how the Lakers lost Caruso, 4 or 5 seasons ago, because to renew his contract, it would have cost the Lakers $17 million a year, which was in accordance to what he was worth. But in actuality, after taxes and going over and blah 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 blah, his $17 million contract turned into a almost $40 million contract. And as I said then, and I'll say it now, I loved Caruso to death. Great guy, great guy to have in that championship team. I'm sorry, he's not worth $40 million a year. That's just that's just it.
And speaking on not being worth it, again, I wish I would have saved the article. But coming out of Miami, folks, Florida, I cannot believe this was in the Athletic. I believe I did. Whatever. I'm so angry at this, and this is single child syndrome at its best.
¿Qué pasó?
Apparently, the Miami Marlins are breaking with baseball tradition, and the players are no longer going to be calling the pitches. The coaches will be calling the pitches. Unprecedented in the history of baseball.
Yeah, right. According to what
You
Basement
mother
Dwellers.
effing morons! You mother effing morons! This is the epitome of. It's not jackassery. It is, because that has an attitude towards it. It is being an engineer. Quite frankly, it's being an engineer, because just because you did the calculation, you think you're a god, doesn't mean that there aren't other gods. I mean, the Lords of Cobalt, for God's sakes. But anyway, guys, do your homework. Do some. I cannot believe the editor authorized that story, that Miami is doing so well this year because the coaches are calling the pitches now. Joe Torre called every pitch. La Russa called every pitch. I don't know if Lasorda did, because, in between naps, it's a little difficult to transmit your stuff. But I think Lasorda called the pitches too. There were select pitchers that called their own. That's always happened.
Yeah, though that was but that was the upper echelon of pitchers, though, that were able to call their own pitches.
And we knew who did. And this whole jackassery that's coming out of, and it may not have been the Athletic, and I apologize, because usually they come up with some good stuff. So I am sorry, the Athletic, but for some
Maybe
reason,
it was Bleacher Report, and going back to their old ways.
I loved my weekly theme of, is it Real World or Bleacher Report? That was funny, dude. That was great. I missed that.
I remember that.
Oh my God, Jay! Good morning. I didn't say civil engineers. Oh my God, he reacted to.
I was about to say something. I was about to say everybody, all engineers except Jason, but I was just gonna let you.
I wasn't even thinking of Jay at the moment, because I wouldn't. It's like Jay and Bruce and Gus. Those are the only three individuals that I would actually have any level of respect for. So, I apologize. Jay still gave us love this morning. I think he gave it to you, big dog, but that's neither here nor there. Oh my God. So, I was talking to someone yesterday about my experience in public works. I was telling him about the time that I made an engineer cry. It was funny, dude. It's like, dude, you're a test taker. You're damn good at taking tests. Otherwise, as a section head, you suck. So I can take any shot I want, because everything I said had a witness to it. And they can hit me for defamation. Merry Christmas. I've got witnesses. I did say things in private, but I don't reveal those things. Oh, wait a minute. There was a time I called an assistant director. We were in a meeting, a grievance hearing, and we were on the right theme for everything. And I just cut through it, and I said, why don't you show some character and make the right decision? Yeah, we lost that grievance. We lost that one. I told straight out in front of all the other employees, why don't you show some character and make the right decision? Oh my God, that was funny. I knew we were going to win. That's why I said what I did. I remember when anyway, we're way off topic. The whole thing going on right now, folks, this is really sad. I mean, it's sad, not really sad. It's sad that people are writing stuff just because their little wee rises and they get an idea and they go with it. They don't even bother to check. This is changing baseball? You morons. It's not. And this was a big agency that wrote that article, and the editor allowed it to go through. That is the blind leading the blind. Managers have been calling pitches for a long time. So Miami going against baseball tradition, it was sad. I'm going to look up and see if I do have the articles here, because I am a vindictive bastard. When I get angry, those are the articles I save. So,
Back to the Padres sale. It's pretty
please.
good markup in 20,000 in 20,000 in 2012. The owners now bought the Padres for $800 million, and it's going to sell for 3.9 billion, almost $4 billion. So that's a hell of a markup.
That's
Nice
another thing with
investment.
the baseball association players I've been talking about. Said there's no issue of money. Don't cry foul. Don't say there's no money in baseball.
Yeah,
We don't need a salary cap. The owners are doing just fine.
I didn't know that the Padres, one of the Padres minority owners was Peter O'Malley.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the grandson of the O'Malleys. Or the nephew.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it says son of former Dodgers owner Walter O'Malley. So that was Peter O'Malley.
Oh.
And his nephew, Seidler, was one of the majority owners, and that's who took more control. And then once he passed away, that's when the sale had been put in.
I remember the unhappiness in Los Angeles of an O'Malley buying into the Padres. That was back in the early 2010s when that was going down. Look, the Padres make the Dodgers a better team. I've contended about that forever. And the Padres spent an ungodly sum of money knowing that they're not in a huge television market or media market. And the owners came into play. And I'm saddened for them that it did not work out. But, man, if someone was spending money, it was the Padres. The beautiful stadium, even though I didn't like it last time I went last year. I think because I'm girthier and the seats are not for girthy people. I've used that one for a while.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Actually, folks, I am less girthier. The stress that has been in my life in the last 2 months has been taking its toll. I am tired. I really am. I've had it, and I've been losing weight big time. And I can feel it, both literally and figuratively. Oh, I said that. I should not have said that. Figuratively. Anyway. Not the figuratively.
There were some big names that were vying for the purchase of the Padres.
Actually, yes.
Detroit Pistons owner Tom Gores, Golden State Warriors owner Joe LaCobb, and Dan Friedkin, who is owner of Premier League club Everton. Those are the three other bidders.
It genuinely is a billionaire owners class.
Oh, yeah.
The mom and pop owners are leaving us. I told Big Dog that we lost our chance when we did not win that $1.3 billion lotto. I said, we have a chance to buy a major league team. Let's go buy a ticket. Did we buy a ticket? No, we did not. So we lost out on our opportunity because we had the winning ticket. We could have bought several or purchased.
That still doesn't change the fact that you put in actual all cash bid in for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Okay, we put in an all. NDB Media was the first one to put in an all cash offer. We said we'll assume the debt, we'll assume everything, but we'll give you cash, and we'll even throw in a Carl's Jr. Meals for the entire organization. We were up to $18,000. Now, when Paramount went on the block, a lot of people laughed at us, but we had a $1 million all cash offer for Paramount Pictures. And we were laughed out by a lot of people. You have no business. You mind your own business. We put up the $1 million and we were quickly ignored. because I think they sold for what? How many trillions?
Yeah, no kidding. It was a few $billion.
Just a few. But
Oh,
again, we were one of the first ones that put up on. We were the only all cash offer.
Since you go to Angel Games, I don't know if you've noticed one of the newest vendors that are there at Angels Games this season. I don't know if you've been to a game this season yet.
No.
There is a vendor there that brings back the nostalgia of Los Angeles,
and that is
and the vendor is the former I guess you would say boss of myself and Scorekeeper, and Thrifty Ice Cream is back.
No.
And they will have a little cart, I guess, few carts placed strategically around the stadium where you can buy your Thrifty Ice Cream at all home games this season.
Oh my God. You know what? Look, the Angels executives must have gone to Seattle. I'm telling you, folks, the Seattle concourse is one of the best concourses anywhere. Because on the side of the concourse, the building itself, you have the regular food, fare, whatever it is. But on the inside of the concourse, you have the little stands which are offering everything. I'm not talking about the little popcorn stands because they exist, but you can walk around the entire concourse of Seattle Stadium, and wow, you name it, it's there, and it's absolutely awesome. Whatever you want, and that's a fan experience. Just the Seattle concourse.
And for those listening that are in California, and I'm not sure if it's available in Arizona and Nevada, but Thrifty Ice Cream is now in all major supermarkets. I know they are for a fact. They are in Stater Brothers. They put them in the Albertsons, Vaughn's conglomerate that they are. Kroger has it, so that means, of course, Ralph's and Food for Less and a few other places. But as I talked about it, I'm not sure if I talked about it here, but it was maybe a Monday Night in America, how the ice cream plant was up for sale, and the people that own Monster Drinks bought the ice cream portion of Thrifty's, and they vowed last year that they will bring back Thrifty ice cream. So they did, and it's great. I've seen it in a couple of the markets. The quarts and pints are back, pretty much all the flavors. And as I found out in midweek that the Angels are part of that return. So that'll be great. Now, I don't know what they charge, per scoop, but,
it's going to work. It's going to work. Yeah. One of the staples of Southern California was Thrifty ice cream.
Oh.
On a summer day, having Thrifty ice cream at Anaheim, are you effing kidding me? Oh my goodness. I look forward to that. I really do. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Which flavor is that? Mocha almond fudge. I remember that one. Yeah, I don't think that was not one of my it's
not one of mine either. But Kathy wanted to try it, so
hey, it's awesome. Good for her. I hope they enjoy it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. It is 6 a.m. Pacific time on April 18th, 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, a tiny bit of trivia. Today is April 18th. This is one of the biggest days in American history. When you look at it, it is the ride of Paul Revere during the Revolutionary War. And today, many people know it as 60 Seconds Over Tokyo, but it was 1942, April 18th, the Doolittle Raid, which put America back on the map and made the Japanese realize, how the hell did this happen? But there are several things that have happened on April 18th in American history, and today is really good. I think that this day should be celebrated a lot more, but it's not, just because of those two big events. And there's another one which my memory is failing me on, but it is the ride of Paul Revere, and of course,
one if by land, two if by sea.
Yes, and of course,
and what was the rest of it?
All right.
Yeah.
Rick Berman, as you know, on ESPN, was one of the best characters because he was like, he heard, and it was on the Dodgers of all things. He heard the nickname that the players had for a particular player. It was like big guy or tall guy. And it was like, or it was like the last name was Moon, so they called him Mooney. It's like, you effing, he didn't say that. It's like, you illiterate, jackastic effing morons. Can't you be any more creative than that? So he started giving everyone nicknames. The easiest one of all, George, Taco Bell, Dave, no man is an eland. I mean, it was really good and how he was creative. Carlos Baerga was one of his difficult ones. And he finally, thank you, Big Dog. I loved it when he debuted. He says, Carlos, 1 is by land, 2 is by sea, 3 is by Baerga. That was absolutely awesome. Died laughing. It was cool, man. All the nicknames that he had for the players. And there was a time when each player was waiting for their nickname from Chris Berman. And they were so cool, dude. It's just, he said, a return to the day of baseball when they had nicknames that were colorful. So,
yep.
Oh man.
And at that time, those baseball players knew they had made it when he gave them a nickname.
Yeah.
Because that meant they were relevant enough to catch his eye. So
yes. I miss Chris Berman. I mean, it was obvious that man loved sports because he wasn't only baseball. But he was big in building ESPN. Chris Berman nicknames list. Oh my gosh. Nickname list. Oh, baby. And he did this for anyone, NFL stars to MLB. All right, folks, here we go. Oh, that's funny because I have a story about this guy. Scott Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's funny. Greg Mathematics. Albert Winnie the Pooh Holes. That's pretty good. I like those.
So what was Maddox again?
Greg Mathematics.
Now, do you like that better, or do you like him known as a professor?
He was both. I just like mathematics. Yeah. That was really good. Raleigh Chicken Fingers, Ahmad A Christmas Carol, Todd Highway to Helton, Moises Skip to. I remember this one. Moises Skip to Malou. That was pretty good. Jeff Brown Paper Bag. Well, that was funny, man. Oh my God. He had Al What Me Worry Newman. That's the one from Mad Magazine. But he had so many. Here's, of all places, Bleacher Report. 20 nicknames. So I have to agree to it. They call this the 20 best nicknames of all time, and this was back in 2010. So let's do it, folks. Let's go when Bleacher Report was pretty much worthless. So let's check it out.
No shit. No kidding.
Yeah. 20 best. Harold Growing Baines. Daryl Strawberry Shortcake.
Okay.
Mike Pepperoni Piazza.
Okay.
Jeff Philadelphia Feagles. Moises Skip to Malou.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Joseph Live and Let a Die. Hey, that's kind of cool. Raleigh Chicken Fingers. Yes. Chuck New Kids on the Knoblock.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Matt Stump the Shab. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, good for you. Jake, Daylight Coming. You gotta Del Home. That's good. Sammy Say It Ain't Sosa. Todd Highway to Helton. Miguel, Tejada They Come. Tejada They Fall.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh my God. You know what? It was cool. Ahmad, A Christmas Carol. Yeah, I mentioned that one. Jeff, Brown Paper Bag. Well, the well-dressed Amani Toomer. All right, I get it. Mike, you're in good hands with Allstott. Albert, Winnie the Pooh holes. Yeah, little did we know he'd become. Greg, Mathematics. It's pretty good, man. And Scott, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I like that one.
That's a
I
good one.
did not remember him using that one. That one was good. So sorry, wrong one.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys heard that Scott Boras is in the news again because of the legal battle with the Philadelphia Phillies player, Alex Baum. Apparently, he is suing his parents, fired his agent, Scott Boras, who Scott said, hey, it was a great relationship that we had. Best of luck to you. Over a legal battle that Alex Baum's lawyers requested a preliminary injunction last week seeking the return of $528,618 that his parents purportedly withdrew from a brokerage account attached to Baum in March as part of an ongoing legal action alleging Baum's parents mismanaged his finances. Now, unfortunately, what we have learned due to this lawsuit is the myriad number of LLCs that were established in this. And we learn how baseball players manage their money. And it's like the Panama Papers. You learn how people of means hide their money. I understand how they do it because of what I do. And I have come up with a few ideas, but I am nothing compared to what these people do. I am their job is to hide the money as best you can. Legally. I know we say hide. That's an obtuse word for smart money. It's legal. You're not hiding anything. But there is a law that has been knocked down by the current administration, and that's LLC ownership disclosure. Every few weeks, my industry's like, well, do we have to fill out the ownership disclosure or not? Because an LLC can own another, which can in turn own another, and can in turn own another. And in the language, which you have to look for, you have to find each LLC, and that's what they refer to as shell companies. But the point is, Scott Boras is involved in this one, and it's a major legal fight between his parents because the player did not know that the parents had withdrawn this money from one of the many LLCs that they had established. Oops.
so he's kind of in a catch-22 because he wants his $500,000 back from one of the LLCs, but to get it back, he probably has to disclose all the LLCs.
They did in the lawsuit.
So, well, that's what I'm saying. So he's kind of like telling on himself, you know.
Well, we are taking a negative slant on this. But
yes, I am, because I'm thinking, okay, let's say he's again, as you said, hiding is the wrong word because it's done legally. He's circumventing the how to save on his taxes by establishing these LLCs. My whole thing is, if I have, let's say, $50 million in LLCs, and disclosing that might screw all that up, I might let that 500,000 go, which is only, like 1% of what I own.
Well, so, the player is on a $10 million contract with the Phillies right now. So if you look at the situation, the players immediately lose, because we've talked about this in the past, that most people don't know this, that there are a lot of agencies. Oh, I hit the shift button or the space button. I just learned a new key. The shift key. Ooh, that was nice. Okay, I just learned a new hotkey. So, uh, the average person, such as ourselves, who live in Los Angeles, do not have to file the same things that professional people do. Everyone has to get a piece of the pie. The city, the county, the state, as well as the federal government. So people of means, such as entertainers, they're really screwed. You need a cadre. You need an army of accountants to prepare one person's tax return. There's
Yep.
over 75 filings they have to do. That doesn't mean they play in all 50 states. It means they have over 75 filings from all the cities, the counties, everyone having to get their little piece of the
Everybody
pie.
wants their hand out. Everybody has their hands out, going, okay,
So
I get 2, I get 3, I get 10% of 1% of 3% of 4%. You know.
that the math does math, I think. So it is true. That's why California is engaging in legal action with the Shohei Ohtani. So I commented about it, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be interesting. Because the way I understand it, in effect, California has a good point, but these are kind of like options that people have to buy stock. You have the option, but did you actually take the option? But again, I know they're very smart people out there. So, oh, no. I'm saying like an option so that people would see where I'm going with this. There's a contractual, like he will get the money. So California believes that it's during the life of the contract. And that's where California has legal basis.
Because if I remember correctly, they were saying that, of course, you know, this is just spitballing by everyone that was talking about the contract.
Yes.
That Ohtani would move, or excuse me, Ohtani would have a permanent address in a non-state tax state such as Florida or Texas before the contract expires.
Yes.
Like a year or two, all of a sudden he moves from LA to Texas, which once it ends and he's supposed to be getting paid, then they fall on that. And of course, California's like, oh, no. We want our piece of the pie.
And not only do we want our piece of pie, we want it now.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting, folks, because this is what they do to get around this stuff. And it's going to be delivered at the end of the contract. So where's he going to be in 10 years? So, hey, you know, good for him. Like I said, you know, he made the Dodgers part of what they are right now, which is, you know, now they're obviously the best team in baseball. They've been for a while. But again, for people to say, well, it's over, the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. You know, again, there's a reason why we play these games. What made the Dodger run so incredible last year is not that they had so much talent, but is knowing that they had lost so much and they were still able to do it. Folks, everyone forgets the Dodgers had no pitching. Yes, Yamamoto. Okay, if you overreact on that, then you really don't know sports. So the fact is the Dodgers were missing quite a bit of pitching, and yet they still turned it on. I believe Yamamoto should have been the MVP of the World Series, if not even the playoff run.
I thought he was.
But, yeah, I'm agreeing with it. I'm agreeing. Yamamoto. He should have been, you know, the guy. I thought his best performance was that game where he only pitched 6 innings. And that was one of the most exhausting. When Roberts came to get him, even I was like, yeah, dude, yes. If you were even, dude, he was done. That was one of the hardest. Oh, my. He left it on the table. Yep. That's when I became a Yamamoto fan. Not the 9-inning games, not the 7. It was that 6-inning game. He put it on the table.
He had just come off of 2 days rest? 2 days rest,
Yes.
1 day rest?
Yes.
And that was after pitching the complete game. The guy was a throwback to an 80s pitcher. That guy would be Nolan Ryan, the way Nolan Ryan, would pitch, or some of the stories you hear about Ryan pitching, X amount of innings and then coming back 3 days later and pitching another 100 pitch game, like nothing.
Look, is pitcher. I generally go to pitchers. That's my Ray Day Trey, and I pitched it. Mr. Yamamoto. Wow. And he's coming back this year, and he seems to be just fine. And people are saying,
Yep.
oh, well, he has a rubber arm. No, he just knows his body, and he knows what to do. It's when you throw 99 miles an hour each pitch, the human body wasn't designed for that.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm getting a text message from Elway7 when it came to nicknames. 1978, Boston Red Sox versus New York Yankees. The Red Sox were winning 5-2. Mike Torres was on the mound, and I don't know if it was in the 8th or 9th inning, but Bucky Dent, who is not known for power, he was the Eckstein of the 70s and 80s, the Dave Eckstein, who showed me up in one of the most prolific failures of my life. Nah. Big Dog says, hey, bases loaded. Next time. I'm like, dude, my grandma has a bam. Oh shit. I couldn't even get the line out. I went to go see my nephew play yesterday, Noah and David, they were out in Covina. And dude, he's ruthless when they're talking about baseball and the way he is with his son. But anyway, I'm losing my train of thought on that one. Point is that I did go to a baseball game yesterday. It was a high school baseball game. And there she goes, Cinnamon. She's leaving. She's done. So, damn it. I was on two good trains of thought, and I lost them both. Ladies and gentlemen, 7:07 a.m. This is Sports Talk with the Guys.
You were talking about the Yankees in Boston game.
Oh, my God. Yes, thank you. Bucky Dent. Thank you. So the Boston is leading them, and this was one of the greatest collapses of all time. Boston, 1978, the Yankees were down 12 games on or about August 8th or 12th. This should not have happened, and Boston collapsed. So they had a one-game playoff. I'm going by just memory, folks. And Bucky Dent, the David Eckstein of his era, with runners on first and second or second and third, I don't know. Who cares? Mike Torres pitching, fairly dominating game, throws a pitch that Bucky Dent lifts up into the air to left field, and it looks playable, and it clears the green monster. A sports announcer, and I ask all of you to beat what I'm about to say, which you're not, famously said, Bucky effing Dent just hit a home run. And he said it live. Bucky effing Dent. So, yes, thank you, Elway7. And that one was one of the impetus for Mr. Berman to come up with nicknames. When I had my baseball team in the early 90s, I had this guy, I forget his name, one of the happiest souls in the world. He was a big kid. He really was. He was about 6'4", 6'5". And when he came to the team, I was into the nickname stuff. And right away, when they said, oh, hey, there's Big Guy. Big Guy? That's your nickname? That is so late. That's Dodger-esque. All right, that is stupid. Guys, you need to come. The guy was so happy-go-lucky. He was always laughing. And I immediately looked at him when he was laughing, like, dude, ho, 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 green giant. So I looked at him, I called him Jolly. Jolly the Green Giant. Dude, he loved it. I called him Jolly because he was always so happy. And the name stuck. He became Jolly because he was always laughing, always smiling. And he was a harmless big man. But they were like, oh, there's Big Guy. That's your nickname? For once in my life, I was Chris Berman. On the spot, I came up with the nickname. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, at Public Works, I was Chris Berman every time I dealt with engineers. Yep. Yep. I had a lot of name for them. I just heard. And look, I have a family member who's autistic, so F all of you. So I already gave up the joke. I'll have to come back to it later. But I can say it.
Can you? I know you can't
Probably
put
not.
on a video that has music because of copyright laws, but can you play a snippet from ESPN of a press conference? Is that allowed? Is that allowed?
It will also be copyrighted. But in real news, there was a Supreme Court decision that came down over the last week that may benefit all of us. Spectrum, or one of the, it could have been Charter, one of them were being sued because they're allowing, as a cable operator, they're allowing, the studio suggested, alleged in their petition, that you're a part of it. You should be stopping this. And they won. They said, we're not responsible. We're doing our due diligence, but we're not responsible for what they're doing. So this changes a lot. Remember, what was it? Not Grokster, but it was that guy who invented the music sharing.
Oh yeah, Napster.
Napster. Now, remember, Napster was the website that actually helped them, so that got knocked down. But the whole idea that if you were involved in someone else stealing, there's some possible liability. Well, the Supreme Court knocked that down. So it may change for you, big dog. Our legal counsel, Mr. Heffelnickel, is going through that right now. This is earth-shattering, folks. This is big because a lot of people get the famous third strike on YouTube. That's why I have to be very careful. But I find it amusing where people tell me, Rod, you cannot risk doing that. Well, forgive me for being an asshole, but when you pay the bills to the network, I'll take your advice under consideration. I mean, it was the funniest scene when I was told by a host, you are risking. Like, no, the answer is you cannot do it. I pay the bill. So thank you very much. And that host is no longer with us.
So the reason why the reason why I was asking is because there was a snippet from ESPN about the Ronda Rousey Gina Carano upcoming fight, and one of the other, I guess, female UFC fighters called Ronda Rousey irrelevant, and Ronda had a very spicy comeback to that. And I just wondered if it was possible if you could play that, but if not, I'd rather you. I don't need you to sacrifice any strikes at all. But I just sent you I PM'd it to you. Her thing. Facebook DM.
Oh, I have a one right here. How long is the video? Yeah, I have one message.
Oh, it's like maybe 2 minutes, under 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I'm dead on that. Yeah,
okay.
That definitely. If it's 2 minutes,
okay,
yeah.
Well, you can watch that video later at your leisure. It right. is. He tells her off so bad. Ronda kind of moved, kind of integrated her old wrestling promo that she learned when she was WWE into this interview. Because man, she does not pull any punches.
Damn it! Would you put the link in the chat room? You got to share it with everyone, please.
I can't.
Oh, I will. Oh, that's right. I have to be very careful about opening windows because every time I open a window, and it's funny, big dog, because you would get kicked off regularly, and people were like, I think Scorekeeper's doing that shit on purpose. And I'm like, no. I'm not. Well, hold on. I'm not, but like, I'll take credit for it. It was funny. Because I'm like, I wasn't that smart. I wasn't thinking about kicking the big dog off. So when they said, you're doing it on purpose, I'm like, just makes me look more malicious. So I didn't say anything to it. I'm like, oh, no, we're not doing that. I think I did it on air one time too. I'm like, Oh, man. Damn it. I kicked the big dog off. And speaking of kicking someone off, good morning, action stations.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa gozaimasu. You look like a bloody anemic Maltese that's sitting there, scorekeeper.
Anemic Maltese.
Hmm.
See this through, please. Thank you. Is that my nickname? Anemic Maltese, as opposed to the barking Chihuahua?
No,
Which
no.
I
An
don't
anemic
like
Maltese.
that nickname.
A Malteser is a small round sweet that we have over here. It's like a malted chocolate with a honeycomb inside, and your head looks like an anemic one, a white one. Oh,
Yes,
look!
drink here.
Drink your. His knickers in a knot now, hasn't he? Oh dear, oh dear. Anime comes on, slugs him off, and he gets all upset. The bottleneck's going to go in a minute. You know.
I am so happy that you're here, Anime Girl. And if you want to take it out of me, fine, because Dodo Boy is not here. I'm all right with that. So,
That's right.
all
He's with his boss. He's with his boss right now.
in Norlands. Yes. Oh, forgive me a moment.
I saw him yesterday with his picture with his brother, Tony.
Oh, really? See,
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. I asked Tony actually, said, is he a dodo as well? And does he feed the squirrels? And Tony said, Mac, no, he's not a dodo. And Tony himself is the only squirrel whisperer. So there you go.
Are you gonna go
Same
watch?
things?
No, I was reacting. Damn it. Elway 7 said about cinnamon canela. He says, oh, correction, cinnamon girl. Damn it, I missed it. The cat stepped out. So Elway 7, thank you for that comment. It was pretty good. I don't know what I was gonna say. So morning, everyone. It is 7:18 a.m. I will have to bail early because I did mention that Jedi.tax is going to have its end of year event. And I don't know where we're going.
What you mean, the IRS is calling?
No, I would be gone already. Had they been calling, I would be gone. But
oh yeah, forget the border's not that far south from you, is it? You know. Hey, Speedy, open the gate.
So anyway, it is our end of year, and we're going to have some restaurant in. Maybe I should text them. I don't know if they're awake yet. Hey, Mooch, where are we going today?
Does the restaurant have a golden arch in front of it?
Oh, golden hen.
Yeah, golden hen.
I don't know. It's an expensive restaurant apparently.
Oh, it's got a golden one there.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's an Indian restaurant or.
It's a long way to fly just for a lunch, you know.
Look,
it's the end of season tax write-off.
Look, when I went to a coffee shop with one of my tax preparers yesterday, we had a meeting, and it's legitimate. I would joke with the big dog, but every time that we got together, we had a discussion. Oh. Thank you.
Oh, you'll like that place.
Never been there. So
it is a Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh, so yes.
That's the one where you flip over your little pamphlet thingy, green, and they'll bring you more meat. And then if you put it to the red side, then they stop bringing you the meat.
Oh,
but you should have at least, right? Yes, you should have at least about 5 to 7 different meat choices, and meat and chicken actually choices, and it's all you can eat.
Do they let
Good morning.
Chihuahuas in there?
I didn't hear you.
Me?
What was that?
I said, do they let Chihuahuas into that place? They might have a no pets, restriction.
Yeah, I sneak in. They leave the back door open for me.
No, Big Dog is going to be joining the firm this year. I have big plans for the Big Dog. We are, my God, I've learned of so many different revenue streams this year that people are not doing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm taking advantage of them. And I'm bringing people with their skills aboard.
Under which LLC will I be under?
Actually, nothing yet. I do not have an LLC, surprisingly, but now knowing.
Really? Really? Wow.
I put it off. I know that my goal was 2024 to activate the LLC, but knowing the circumstances of a certain situation, I thought it was a tad unbecoming to establish an LLC. Now I'm retired. I can do whatever the hell I want. So I have. It's not going to be a 2-person LLC. There's going to be a single person one. So because if it's a 2-person, then becomes a partnership, and then you got all these other issues to deal with. Even with the mother, I'm sorry, ooh, that was a Freudian slip. Even with the husband and a wife, that was definitely a Freudian slip. It still becomes a partnership, and it's a lot more difficult. Partnerships aren't that big of a deal. I avoid trusts like the plague. I know. They're
you telling me you have? You're telling me you have trust issues?
Definitely. I definitely have trust issues. Thank you. I'm going to use that line. Don't ask us about trust because we have trust issues. I might use that one in a promo. Don't ask. I get asked tons of questions on trust. I'm like, I'm too old to learn that crap. There was someone recently, and I'm going to reveal some personal information. I'm not going to say who it was, but this young lady in January was very angry at me. She was, these last 13 years have been a facade. The care that you've exhibited towards me and all this, and you have to apologize for the way you treated me. So, you're calling me that, you've got to stick up your ass right now, and you're saying that the affinity that I've had for you for the last 13 years is a facade. It's been fake. Girl, I don't have the rest of my life to make up for this, for this deranged meaning. And I was like, I ain't apologizing. I didn't do anything. Literally, didn't do a damn thing. But in this person's world, I had been lying to her for these last 13 years. So that was my response. I'm like, I don't have that much time left to make up for this if it were true. You ain't getting an apology out of me. Go blow yourself. So that was a response I had. Those that are in my personal circle know what it is and what was going on. So yes, Garrett Anderson, rest in peace. And yeah. So Big Dog, you're going to get the full court press this year about joining the firm. So, but I have some other stuff I want you to do.
Okay.
So anyway, the firm is going to be going out to a brunch today, not a dinner. It's because several people's schedules were in conflict. Wasn't mine, wasn't Mooch, but other people had conflicts, so they readily moved. It's like, I have no say in this whatsoever. Not a goddamn say.
I just know you're going to Pasadena.
What's that?
I said, I just know you're going to Pasadena.
Yeah, that's it. Look, all I know is that I'm going. That's it. So it was it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. But it was a good year. I'm already doing the evaluations. It was a good year. I've broken records on the stuff that I've done, what the firm has done, and I've been experiencing 16 to 20% growth every year. I'm at 500 now. Holy crap. Holy crap. If it continues, it's going to be well over 600 next year. So I'm fortunate. I give myself.
So I know where to come for a loan then, do I?
A what?
I know where to come to if I need a loan, do I?
Well, as a matter of fact, that's one of the things that we're going to be opening up. I have now become a medieval money changers. I don't know, whatever. Probably. Look, I've been doing this for so long. It's just It's big. It is really big, and I'm really happy. So I've been working at this for 39 years, and yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. As a matter of fact, I may be
Longer
in.
than
Oh my
39 years.
God, SNJ! I may be in Miami in May or June. I'm going to visit a classmate who's in Miami. I was on the phone with him yesterday. I've known him since 1983, and we were communicating. And I think I saw him last during COVID, maybe about 4 years ago. He was here in Pomona, actually. I had a chance to meet up with him again, but he's in Miami and he's going to go to Spain. So I said, dude, I got to visit you in Miami before you go, and then I'm going to go visit him in Spain. So I've never been to Spain. I look forward to it. So Mike Trout, my MVP, what a series versus the Yankees. What an incredible series Mike Trout had. Folks, I am so happy that Mike Trout is healthy and is doing what he's doing.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, if only the team as a whole could be good enough to at least get them to the playoffs and just have the Angels win one playoff series. I know they're not championship material right now, or maybe they are. We'll see. But, it's a shame that Mike Trout is probably going to be added to that long list of exceptional players that never sniffed the playoffs.
Au contraire, mon capitaine. If Trout is back to form and is healthy, there are 10 teams. Sorry, there are at least 10 teams that will go after Mike Trout easily. The Yankees are not one of them.
You mean for a trade, or?
Yes. They will be looking to trade him. Philadelphia will be in that, and they're going to roll out the carpet. If Mike Trout is healthy, and if Philadelphia is in the playoff, which I expect them to be, there will be significant offers for Mike Trout. I'm so happy.
Do you think?
Yes.
When is the trade deadline for that?
It's at the end of July. Because remember, baseball rejiggered its trade deadline.
Yeah.
Where it's at the end of July, and that's it. Because you had the non-tender one after that, August 31st. They got rid of that one. So.
Okay. Do you think a certain team up the 5 freeway might be interested in him?
No, they have no place for him.
How about down the 5 freeway?
Oh. I think they'll be interested in him, but with the new management change, no.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to take on more. Okay, look. Big dog, what do you mean? Everyone's in. I mean, the local softball team is interested in Mike Trout. Okay, so what do you mean?
Actually, I'd like to steer away from that question and ask you this question instead. Would it be to Mike Trout's advantage to stay in the American League, or would it not even matter if he switched over to the National League? Would he have a problem hitting wise?
It doesn't exist anymore. This has been for some time. There's interleague play doesn't exist anymore because of the number of teams. Okay, you see, look, he says yes. I don't see it happening, but that would be the ultimate thing if the Dodgers get Trout from the Angels. Oh my God, both Trout and Ohtani. But anyway, to answer your question, there is no interleague anymore. There is no national.
Okay.
There's no American. They're playing each other all the time. There's an interleague game going on almost every day. So the concept that you and I had in the 90s of interleague, that doesn't exist. It's remember, there was an interleague week twice a year. That's not happening. It's done. It's one big conglomeration. So there really is no national and American anymore. They all have the DH. That's what separated them. Yeah, I was always against the DH, but yes, we have discussed that. Moreno says they don't care about winning; they just want to have fun. talking about the fans. They did a survey, and he said,
A
"Well,
supposed survey.
we are delivering the product that the fans want." Ooh. He said in their survey that fans are more interested in the experience. Yeah, the single child syndrome kid is, but no one else. It's difficult to argue when you look at the attendance figures for the Angels, win or lose. Folks, scoreboard. I used that line yesterday at the high school game. Scoreboard. Now, I actually got into a tiff with the athletic director and the umpires because
scorekeeper disagree with the umpires. No, never happened.
Never happened.
At the bottom of the fifth, with one run, they scored, or with one out, they scored 11 runs, and the
Holy
just
shit.
wanted to get. Oh yeah, it was 11-0. It was a blowout, and they said, "Well, the game was over." No. Well, it was 11. There's 10-run mercy rule. No. At the completion of 5 innings, then the mercy rule. Well, this is basically a walk-off. Okay, look, Sid, single child syndrome, athletic director of high school. I won't mention the high school, but I am actually writing a formal complaint to CIF because you look up CIF rules, which I did. It's not that difficult. The mercy rule takes effect at the completion of 5 innings. Oh, well, it's an official game. Mr. Athletic Director of No Name School, it doesn't say official game because that's at 5.5, jackass. But I didn't call him a jackass. I just said you have to play 5 complete innings for the official, and they finished it before the 5th inning was complete. So as this umpire has famously said in the past, well, I got paid, I'm going home. He actually called a game in the 4th inning in the past. That's against CIF rules. So this umpire is consistently doing that. So let the kids play. I thought that's what Major League Baseball was doing. Let the kids play. Just because you're kicking the crap out of a team doesn't mean it should end. There are rules.
Well,
CIF rules say at the completion of 5 innings. Doesn't say if Cole is winning or whatever. Go ahead, Big Dog.
I was just wondering if the athletic director's name was Angel Hernandez.
Oh, Big Dog. We have some comments in the chat room. Trout will go back to the East Coast. Short-term contract, either Mets or Yankees for the end of his career. Well, there's a problem. Yeah. He has that 12-year contract, which he's right in the middle of right now.
Yep.
The Mets will probably go after Trout. And the Phillies will go after Trout.
And just add to the small payroll that the Mets have?
Yeah, and, screw them. Okay, so what is this, Anime Girl? We're going to switch sports for a moment. What's going on, Anime Girl?
It's just an article I was reading earlier. It's about Mr. Dak Prescott, who backed George Pickens. Apparently, the Cowboys quarterback is praising the new weapon but leaves the business decisions to the front office. The Cowboys continue to navigate a delicate off-season storyline balancing on-field optimism with off-field uncertainty surrounding wide receiver George Pickens. The center of it all is the franchise quarterback, Mr. Prescott, who offered a measured response when asking about his teammates' contract situation during a recent public appearance. So there you go.
So this player is saying,
Jorge, get on here so I can slap you hard.
Jorge, you
get
have
on here so I can slap you hard.
The gloves have been removed.
He's nicer than I am. I mean, he's calling them cowgirls. I call them the cow turds.
Yeah, well, that's you with your short arms and your camel fleas in a certain area. Don't start. Okay, look, I've been polite so far to you. Yeah, flea bag. Just continue. Yeah, apparently Mr. Prescott attended the 36th annual Unbridled Courage fashion show and gala, hosted by the Children's Cancer Fund in Dallas, serving as honorary co-chair alongside Troy Aikman.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
So the real winner was hosting the supposed winner, the pretend winner.
Kind of.
Okay, I'm going to put this on for a little while. We're going to show the comments on stage so you can see them. I don't have to keep showing them, but they're going to be on there for a little while. So there they are.
Scorekeeper and Anime Girl and anyone else in the chat room, did you guys hear what the final tally for the Dodgers salary was for last year after penalties and luxury tax and so on and so forth?
What was it?
I believe it was about $410 million.
Yeah, the Dodgers made money last year. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, but still, that's an astronomical amount. Yeah, that's crazy.
Someone did the math, so the math was mathing on just one playoff game, doing just the ticket prices and the assumed numbers of revenue. One of the games, I thought it was a little out there, but then again, maybe not. They pegged one of the playoff games at $70 million. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, that sounds a little high.
Yeah, but they pegged one of them. So, hey,
the only thing I can think of, if it was $70 million, I'm thinking it has to have been a World Series game, and they took into account, of course, parking, the inflated prices of each ticket, merchandise.
They were $1,000, dude. The cheap seats were $1,000. For those that know Dodger Stadium, I was I almost purchased Game 3 tickets, the 18-inning game. And they were $1,000 each, up there.
Yeah, and for the
reserve.
And for those who don't know, so it's field level, then there's another mid level, and then there's the suites, and then there's the upper level, and then there's the holy shit, I can touch the airplanes going by.
How funny. That is funny. Okay, look.
What you eating?
Folks, okay, check it out, folks. It is not actually $70 to $80 million is right on. That might be on the low side. If, in fact, those were the cheapest seats at $1,000 and the attendance is 56,000,
yeah,
that's $56 million right there. Yeah. I could see that. Now, of course, the teams share in the revenue, whatever they could.
So was the 70 million just like, in other words, gross?
Yeah. So
okay.
I guess
I could see that. I could see that then. If it's a World Series game, I could see a $70 million gross. Now what the bottom line would be, that's different.
Yeah, actually, I think they were talking about a playoff game. So it doesn't matter. I guess those numbers, folks, we had the cheapest seats up in row 56 or 55, whatever it was. It was on the left side, way up there by the foul pole. They were $1,000 each. And I was debating, like, I can't believe that. It was Game 3 tickets. I was debating getting those tickets. I'm still in a quandary saying, wow, because the people I would have gone with, Gmo and I didn't care. We didn't have to get up the next day. The other two people had to. So it would have been uncomfortable for Gmo and myself because we're staying. As a matter of fact, we went to Friday's game at, not yesterday, but the week before. We were at Friday's game, the 66ers and the Tower Buzzers. and it was an 8th inning. It actually got cold, and my daughter and I were stupidly daring each other who was the first one that wanted to say they wanted to leave. We're not going to leave. And as a matter of fact, we witnessed another 9th inning come from behind victory. It was stunning. It was glorious. It was fun. It was good. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking too much. Mooch says Nick Coletti said yesterday their salary cap was $80 million in 2012. That's crazy. 10 years later, a team's salary $160 million. Yeah, numbers double every 10 years, folks. That's crazy. George said earlier, wow, $15 for soda, $22 for a beer. Actually, young man, that might be cheap at Dodger Stadium. That price.
Yeah, don't forget the refillable Otani cup for $75.
Actually, now it's $69, which is kind of funny. $69.99. Someone did a video on it, and they looked for the Otani cup. They found it, and this is how brash the Dodgers are. They created a cup which blew up in their face. They're like, "Hey, let's do an Otani cup, sell it for $70-some." And a lot of people bought it, and they were angry because it was a one-time. Duh! If you get a bobblehead, it's a one-time. You get a jersey, well, you can wear it numerous times. It's a one-time. So the Dodgers changed their policy where if you buy the Otani cup, you now get unlimited refills. So someone went and did the math. Oh, is it worth it? That's like that stupid jackass single child syndrome kid that did the video on the Costco hot dog. The guy did the video saying, you realize that you're being ripped off and what you have to pay to get that $150 hot dog. Jackass, you don't have to buy the hot dog. It is given to you at $150 if you want it, you jackass. Oh my God. So the question is the Otani cup worth it? Sorry. I really dislike that video of that stupid kid. So you got to pay $280-some, whatever, to get the value of that hot. No, you don't. If you have membership, which you do it for other reasons, you can walk outside, not buy anything. So in effect, the hot dog costs you $200. No, 120, right, big dog? It's 120.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's for the black
that's
card
60.
One.
Yeah, $60.
Yeah, $60. Yeah.
It's $60, jackass. I'm sorry. I'm angry this morning.
An article I did see about the Costco was their chicken that they sell for $4.99 that they've never that they also will not raise the price to.
Yes.
I guess they talked to the CEO or CFO or one of the people in upper management, and they were saying, of course, and us being in retail, we already knew this. It is, of course, a loss leader.
Yes.
As it is known. So they sell the chicken for $4.99, knowing they're taking a loss, but also knowing that you're going in there and almost out of 100 customers, only about 3 or 4 are only going to buy the chicken and walk out. Everyone else is going to buy $200 and $300 worth of merch
and get the chicken.
And get the chicken. So,
yes.
You know,
that's
an acceptable loss.
Big Dog and I know what loss leaders are, but the way it works with Costco is thank you for being a member.
Yep.
That's unheard of today. That's we understand it as a loss leader, but with Costco, I would argue with the Big Dog is no, man, they're doing it because this is for the membership. Thank you for being members. There's actually a third item, and I forget what it is.
Yeah, I forgot what it is. So I was just going to say that. There's a third item.
Yeah. And then the chicken. There's a third item that they give to the
member. Yeah, I can't remember what's third. What also is an exceptional deal is their whole pizzas, because you can buy their whole pizza.
It might be the pizza
for $9.99. That hasn't changed in I can't remember how long. You know, and their large pizzas are real large. They're a real pizza size though.
Yeah, and you know what?
Anime Girl, do you guys have Costco or Sam's Club in the UK?
We have something called Costco, but I don't think it's same as
The
what's
same?
over
Okay.
in the States. It's
Okay.
something different. I mean, you know, over here it's all McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, that sort of thing.
Okay.
See, we're not that big on chasing hot dogs around.
Well, what I was going to say too is I don't see the UK as buying in bulk like the way the US likes to buy. You know, why buy a 12-pack when you can get, you know, a 50-pack, you know, type of thing.
Yeah. See, over here they've started this. I suppose it's a case of food waste over here. They've started this buy only what you need, not what you want.
Okay.
Not like we did in the war. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second World War. Yeah. Buy what you need when you're going to eat, not what you want and throw it away.
you put it in real too fast for me because when you said back during the war, I was going to say the War of 1812, but you were too fast.
But at 1812, we went. You see, 1812, we went to this particular little town, somewhere in the District of Columbia. And we went looking for fast food joints, but somehow we didn't find them. We found this big building, and we thought, "Oh, sorry, burn that down instead." So we did, you know. But other than that, yeah, start with me.
Scorekeeper is so enthralled in something.
I was just reading. I was listening to you guys though, but Big Dog, you and I have both been proven wrong in our retail thinking. That I was reading the difference between a loss leader, something that's transactional, but we understand what it is. But they're saying that this is a proof point, and a proof point is Costco is cheap. Here's our proof. We have the $4.99 chicken and the $1.50 hot dog. So they call that a proof point. It acknowledges them being low prices. So okay, whatever. So I'll have to look into that. Whatever. What's that?
More response to your question. Yes, Britain has 29 Costco locations.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. It opened in the UK in 1993.
Wow.
So I didn't know.
Costco in Mexico.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't bloody know. Shoddy hell.
No, I was just yelling that out because I was yelling it out. Ladies and gentlemen, 7:48 a.m. It is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. It is April 18th, 2025. American history, folks. This is a great day. The ride of Paul Revere and the famous Doolittle raid in 1942. Tiny bit of trivia. Who gets it? The ride of Paul Revere in what year? Come on, real quick. All right, it's okay. 1775, but that's all right. So
I'm checking on my local Costco
1775.
Southampton.
Bingo.
Number 29. Southampton. It's my local Costco store, apparently.
Woohoo.
Closest one to me. Oh, there you go.
Yes. Yes. I tell my little one to go get the basket because I'm too lazy. And we walk in like zombies. Hell yeah.
And you can't even drive the damn cart, never mind.
Oh, I'm able to drive. I have never had an accident in Costco. I am always. Thank God I didn't say what I was about. I've always been hit by other baskets. I get rear-ended regularly in Costco. So no.
Okay.
I gotta hand it to an engineer. His name was what was his name? Oh, I met him at a Costco on a Friday. My family was at Costco doing, obviously, and he stopped in. I said, "Oh, hey, what you doing?" He said, "Oh, I'm having lunch." "Oh, really? Where are you going?" "I'm having lunch." "What are you talking about?" "I'm hitting all the tasting stations." I'm like,
"Yep."
Miserly bastard. Yeah, I could see that. And
see now, if that would have been me,
that's very smart.
If you were to have said that to me, "Oh, well, where are you going?" "Aisle 24, 26, 30.
You've been going to the stores way too long. You know that, don't you? When you can start chirping off the aisles for the stuff that you want, you've been going there too long.
Whoa.
Well,
As a matter of fact, go
hold on.
ahead, big dog. Answer that one.
No, I have to hold on. I
Go
got
on.
pills.
Go
When
take the
you
pills.
work there, it becomes a moment of arrogance where they ask for Tylenol. And what do we answer? Oh,
aisle
that's
24.
aisle 9. Oh, okay. I was
Aisle 24 on the right-hand side, 4 shelves down, about halfway
Yes!
through.
You just memorize stuff. So for you to
But
say,
go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead.
for you to say, Anime Girl, for Big Dog and I, that we've been there too long, you bet damn right we have been.
Yeah, that's true. One thing about Costco, in the article that I read, one thing about Costco is they don't have aisles. They don't have aisle markers. There are no numbers or anything. You just go in there.
They keep moving everything around.
Uh-huh.
It's part of the treasure hunt.
Yep.
See, I'm just putting it on my own thing because I go to my local, well, not so local supermarket about 10 miles away, and I know all the aisles, and they've started doing the same thing as Costco. This week, you get the coffee in aisle 12, and you go back next week, and you'll probably find it's moved to aisle 11 or something, just to make sure that you wander around the store looking for what you want.
Yep.
The favorite ones are biscuits, was it biscuits and soap powder? They like moving them about because it's fun.
Yeah. When I was with American Greetings and I was talking with management of, I think it was a Ralph's we were doing. We did a few Ralphs. And I asked them, hey, didn't you guys just remodel, like 2 years ago? And he said, yeah, usually we turn the store around every year and a half to 2 years because the customers learn where everything's at and they just go there and they just buy that. But when we change everything around, now you have to look for it. And of course, impulse buying. I didn't know. So that's the main reason why a lot of these stores remodel.
Hey, see the supermarkets over here, they don't remodel, they just move, they just take an aisle and just move stuff. You know. Aisle 15 at this end is all the pastas, and you go back next week in aisle 15, the pastas are still there, but they've moved down the opposite end. So you got to go walking and think, where the hell they moved them to?
Thrifty Drug had one of the best models. They were a pharmacy chain. That's what Thrifty Drug was. Pharmacy chain. And they put the pharmacy in the back. So you had to walk to the store, obviously. And the thing was, you go into the pharmacy, drop off your prescription, go to the front, get an ice cream, and walk the store and buy what you needed. That was their model, and it worked for 50 years. Yeah. It was kind of cool if you think about it. But yes, it is. And now the thrifty model is at Anaheim. I am dying. I'm going to be there May 1st. I am so looking forward to that. And they're going to be, like I said, they're going to be giving out the bomber jackets. If anyone is interested, there may be opportunity to get some more tickets. Let me know. I tried. What did I try this time? I went with Game Time because I have all three apps: SeatGeek, Game Time, and StubHub. They're usually pretty close in prices, but every now and then one will have one better than the other. So I went with Game Time. I think I like StubHub the best, but I've been wanting to get tickets for the Brewery X, and because those damn Angels are doing better, their Brewery X is almost like sold out. There are no cheap tickets right now for Brewery X section. Like, so I'm gonna have to look later in the year. But Boston is sold out. The Mets are sold out. The Yankees during the week, Brewery X are sold out. So
yeah, you're gonna have to see when like it's the Twins or something like that.
They're
Twins
hard
or
to find. I can't even find the ticket right now.
Or the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Now, granted, I am looking for first row in the Brewery X, so maybe I should look at the second or third row, which you still have an unobstructed view. But I'm in front. That's what I do. All right. I don't look back.
I thought you rabble rousers and I was sat at the back so you can wind everybody up in front of you.
Big Dog knows I do not do that at games. I cheer for my team, but I don't answer other fans and I don't get involved in stuff. When you have
See,
a fan,
you go to a soccer match over here, it's expected of you. It really is. I mean, have you never
I
watched
am not a hooligan. Sorry.
Well, no, you don't have to be a hooligan to do it. It's expected of you. I mean, have you not seen any of the videos on YouTube where you get one side supporters will chant a comment, shall we say, about either the team, the referees, or the other supporters, and it's expected that the other side will respond in kind. You know, it's part of the thrill of going to a soccer game in Britain.
Big Dog and I do not engage. We have seen fights break out over stupid stuff. We do not engage. I don't even like when my office manager, I've taken her to an Angel game and she's talking crap about the Angel. I won't engage with her. It's like, hey, it is what it is. One of my classmates, Jorge, is a major Dodger fan. And every time I mention the Angels, little guy wants to kick my ass. I'm like, dude, calm down. Calm down. I mean, that's a Dodger fan. He talks crap about the Dodgers all the time. So
Was he the one that said that Ohtani was the greatest player of all time?
No. I'm not willing to engage at this moment. Can you tell?
Yeah,
I'm not willing.
Yeah. In other sports news, one of Scorekeeper's favorite couples are no more. Announced on social media yesterday.
No.
Retired sports star Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe announced Friday on social media that after a decade together, they are no longer in a relationship.
Yeah, I don't care for Sue Bird. Megan Rapinoe. See, here's the thing. She was referred
and I'm
to
the
as
opposite. I'm the opposite. I like Sue Bird, and I don't like Rapinoe.
Ooh, I love Rapinoe, man. She is Megan. She's. I guess I kind of grew up with her, so seeing her as an older dog and putting these young kids to shame, I became a massive fan of Rapinoe. And
So
here's the funny thing, folks. Her name is Rapinoe, not Rapino. It's kind of like low and lowy. It's low, you morons. But anyway, it's Rapinoe.
So Sue Bird is 45.
Oh,
and
yeah,
of
I
course,
think Megan is older.
No, actually, Bird is 45 and Megan is 40.
Oh. Okay, we didn't grow up together.
Of course.
I'm about to turn 57. Oh, I'm going to have to do the birthdays. I haven't done the birthdays in a while. Go ahead, Big.
So Sue Bird won 4 NBA titles in 19 seasons with the league, all with the Seattle Storm. Of course, Rapinoe played for the U.S. women's soccer team, winning the Women's World Cup in 2015 and 2019, and also the gold medal in 2012.
I remember they lit them up in 2015. That's when they scored like 8 goals in the first 5 minutes. And that's because Japan won in 2011, right after the tsunami and the earthquake.
And of course, our favorite player on the team, of course, right out of Diamond Bar. Yep. What was her? I can't think of her name, Roger. What is her name?
Morgan.
Yes.
Alex Morgan.
Yep.
Oh, still gives me chills. Oh my God! Both Big Dog and I laughed at that one. Jeez.
I wonder what she's doing now. Let's see, Alex Morgan now for 2026. As of April 2026, retired United States women's star Alex Morgan is active as an entrepreneur, investor, and advocate for women's soccer. She retired in September of 2024. She's heavily involved in promoting the 2026 World Cup in America, partnering with brands like Henkel and Modelo, and supporting the growth of the National Women's Soccer League. Good for her.
Hell yeah.
Man, I can't believe she's even gotten even prettier. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this is a genuinely real picture or not,
Okay.
but check it out. And anyone who's gone to Anaheim, this is Anaheim Stadium in 1964, or before
Wow.
1966. Look at that area around there. This is the rail line right here. And this is Catella. Yeah, I know. I recognize that Catella. And here's the future place of Carl's Jr. Right there. Right there.
And so the 57 wasn't even around then.
No, 57's got to be over here somewhere. This is crazy. But Disneyland is somewhere way over there. But anyway, yeah, I didn't realize it was that out in the country. That's
Well, yeah,
crazy.
no one was out there then.
Dude, where's the 5 freeway? The 5 freeway should be somewhere over here. There's no 5.
So
that might be right there. Yeah.
So the 57 came
be
in the
over
mid
here.
70s.
Yeah, it'd be way over here. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
Anaheim Stadium. Go figure.
Interesting.
Aye, lad. Indeed. I don't know why I went to at FaceTime. I was going to look for something. Or Facebook. Yeah, I'm getting old. That's why I'm writing it down.
What do you mean getting?
I have an
Thank you,
NBA
Go ahead.
NBA commentary. Just from me. This is from Big Dog. This comment is not affiliated or approved or known by NDB Media.
So is this a comment
also,
or an editorial?
It's going to be a comment.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
And I apologize in advance to Double D, but the Clippers once again choked big time. They were up by 14 points with less than 10 minutes left in the game, and they lost the game by 12. They, total choke job as usual.
That's what
I would expect nothing less of them.
See, that's what I like about you. So sympathetic to somebody else's misery. You're so there.
Hold on. When it comes to sports, no. If it's a loss in sport, Big Dog is just as sympathetic as any other human being. But when it comes to failures, such as just not even making the playoffs, hey, all turn love and war.
Well, they were in the play-in tournament. So they were facing the Golden State Warriors. It was 9 versus 10, and 9 being the Clippers, 10 being the Warriors. So the Warriors barely made it in. Yes. And as I said, they were up by 14 points with, I think, just under 10 minutes left. And all of a sudden, Steph Curry decided he was going to be 10 years younger and started chucking flip threes and making every single one of them. And Kawhi Leonard, of course, the only real star there now, was clamped down by Draymond Green. Green also took the Fountain of Youth drink and was about 10 years younger and totally shut down Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. He had some very timely steals at the very end of the game, and which produced I believe 6 or 8 points from his defense. So unbelievably, the Clippers lost, or I mean, unbelievable to anybody else. I knew it was happening. As I've always said, when the Clippers play the Celtics, I do not know who to cheer for. And I think about 2 years ago, I actually hoped for a Celtics win. That's how much I hated the Clippers back then. The hatred has not come.
Is it
the hatred has eased a bit. I still hate them, but now if it's Lakers, if it's Clippers and the Celtics, I'll go with the Clippers.
Okay.
But not by much.
No, but okay. Well, I know how sympathetic you are to other teams losing, because I get it every time the bloody Cowboys decide to walk on the pitch, I get in the ear also. I know how sympathetic you are.
As far as that's concerned, I'm just hoping that starting Thursday, the Raiders will start turning around, because Thursday is the NFL draft. And of course, we are going to be going with Mendoza as the number 1 pick. So hopefully it'll be a turnaround for them. But of course, we've been saying that for years. Yes, sir.
Do the Raiders actually have the number 1 pick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Why am I shocked?
And many teams have been offering them. They've been backing up the Brinks truck, so to speak. And the Raiders are like, nope, we are keeping this pick. We are not giving it away. But of course, it's still 4 days to go. So a lot can happen in those 4 days, even up to the point of the actual draft. They can actually make, as long as their name isn't named, on where they're on the clock, as they say, that pick can be traded. But back to the Clippers and the worrisome.
Now, let me interrupt you. I just
yes,
want
sir.
to clarify. Big Dog was very clear. That's why I asked him, what are you doing? Are you doing an editorial or are you doing a commentary? A commentary obviously invites comment from everyone else. An editorial is basically the person wanting to say something.
Bring it on.
Well,
bring comments on. Yeah, well, bring it on.
But that's the difference. And in media, you need to understand that an editorial, which I've done 3 of them in 17 years, and one of them was directed at a certain host on NBC, but that's neither here nor there. And that was one of my first editorials, man. Anyway, an editorial is a genuine opinion piece, which is that. I'm not looking for an editorial is we're making our comments after someone else said something. That's it. Does not invite commentary. That's why I was asking Big Al, what is it? It's, yeah. And,
no, it wasn't editorial. Nope.
That's why when
I'll bring those comments in. Bring them in.
And I'm with you, Big Dog. I told the story of the time I got a dirty look from a girl, and I told her, hey, sweetheart, this is not a Laker game. Remember, and
of course, as I've always said, you compare the resumes of the two LA teams that play basketball here professionally, and you have one that you could fill up an entire stadium with all their accolades and things that they've done, and then you look at the Clippers, and the only thing they can post is that they have 2 Pacific Division titles. That's it.
Oh.
The other team, which was the big brother until just 2 years ago, I believe has 43 Pacific Division titles. And added to it again this year because they won the Pacific Division.
Way to go, Lob City. By the way, I want to give a few shout outs. I've been a bit girthy in that. I'm sorry. John Gajitos, thank you for the like. Aisha Kerr, thank you for the like. Peter Gama, thank you for the like. Jay Simmons, thank you for the like. And Sonia Robles, thank you for the like. Pretty much really good stuff right there. So Gridiron Girl, where the hell are you?
She's probably getting ready for a Dodger game.
I don't know.
I've just been looking at the scores because Big Dog was on about the Warriors and the Clippers things. I noticed they won on the 16th and then they lost on the 18th.
Yes, the Warriors did lose their game against the Phoenix Suns. And Scorekeeper's favorite player on the Golden State Warriors, Draymond Green, of course, got kicked out once again, got thrown out of the game for not keeping his mouth shut. And the game was already over. I mean, there was 1 minute and 6 seconds left. They were down by, I believe, 14 points. They weren't going to win. And Draymond just would not shut up. So,
yeah. He's not the only one that's got that habit, unfortunately.
Yeah, they were there. It was a timeout. He was just mouthing off. Him and Devin Booker were going at it to each other. The timeout was over. They inbounded the ball, and about 3 seconds after the inbound pass was made, the referee stopped it again and teed up Draymond and Devin Booker, double teed them actually, and they both got kicked out of the game. So
are you looking forward to tomorrow's game then for your Lakers?
Yeah,
I I am extremely worried because our two best players are out.
What?
Which of course, Luka Doncic is out with his hamstring, and Austin Reeves is out with his oblique. They may be back by maybe game 3 if they're lucky. Luka is a game time decision tomorrow. He flew to Europe and probably did the platelet replacement that Kobe had done, 10, 15 years ago. He flew to Europe because Europe has certain medical techniques that they can do that are not FDA approved here in America. So he went back with the blessing of the medical staff of the Lakers and the Lakers organization, flew back and had these treatments done, and also, of course, saw his children, because, of course, that is also another thing that he's going on with him privately, is he's fighting for his kids, as he and his girlfriend have separated, and both children are still in Slovenia. So his daughter was born, I believe, in end of October, early November, and he saw her at the birth and then came back here and hasn't seen her since. So
according to this, the
Uh-huh.
injury report, I've got injury report here. The
Okay.
Rockets are down 3. They've got Durant out, Van Fleet out, and Adams out. And the only one for the Lakers is Reeves. That's the only one they got down here as being out.
So Luka, then they changed it then, because what I read was about 3 days ago that he was going to be game time decision. So
Well, this is put down here.
actually,
Okay,
that's
I have to
great. The game
interrupt,
is-
folks. I have to interrupt. We may have a situation out here.
¿Qué
The
pasó?
internet seems to have gone down on the phone, and I'm getting a lot of issues right now. Someone in the neighborhood may have taken out a post. So if we do lose connection, I am sorry. I am on SOS on my phone. That almost never happens.
Really?
And I'm having
Wow.
reports right now on the network that there's a lot of, it's not connecting very well. So something that's happened in my neighborhood, I think a tower was taken down. So if we do lose connection, folks, I do apologize. We ask you to bear with us. We may be on the verge of a technical difficulty right now, but we are going to fast forward to the future.
Speedy!
Yay!
Good morning, Speedy. So, folks, I apologize. No, I'm being serious. There's no reason why my phone should be on SOS, and I am getting some internet problems on our readout right here. So again,
My phone and internet are working fine.
No, I understand. I mean local. I
I
meant
know.
local.
I'm beating ass.
Yeah.
To what news agency are you using to find the injury report?
MSN.
Okay. According to ESPN, because I have it right in front of me right now, I just looked it up. Durant is a game time decision. Adams is looks like he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
And Van Fleet, of course, he's out because he blew his
knee.
Knee out earlier in the year, so he's out all season. For me, though, I have Luka Doncic out and Austin Reeves out, and their estimated return is May 1st.
Oh, I've only got Reeves out. Reeves is out because of his leak.
And we lost scorekeeper.
Yeah,
well, he did say that they would probably.
Yes, he did. Yeah. I think he planned it that way. I think he had to go to the bathroom. Didn't want to tell us, so he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose internet.
Yeah. So I'll go with that. Sounds cool. It's either that or Speedy come on and he thought, I'm gonna hide.
Oh, he's back again.
Don't be so sure, because that don't look like scorekeeper to me. Not unless he's doing blackface.
Really?
Smile.
He looks fine on mine. That's weird.
No, now he's clear. He wasn't when he first come on here. He was blank screen.
I am obviously having technical difficulties on my end, so I apologize, folks. The phone is back up though, so it was just strange that, and sure enough, I got kicked off the internet for a moment. So I
It's probably the
believe
guy.
someone took out one of those connect. Those.
Nah, it was probably the guy at Spectrum. He probably got up to get some more coffee, and his elbow hit the switch. He was
Okay,
like, "Oh
that may
shit,
be true.
restart."
But Gmo has a Spectrum phone. I have the T-Mobile phone. So that's why I'm figuring someone hits, something big around here. So it happens. People are stupid.
Yeah.
Speedy.
But the
So
phone
do you have all your snacks and food ready for the 8 hours that you're going to be spending this weekend? 4 or 5 hours today and 4 or 5 hours tomorrow, since it's WrestleMania.
Well, we'll see what happens. I've got stuff to do later, and then probably tomorrow too.
What do you have to do, Speedy, that will keep you from WrestleMania?
Well, I got invited to a church dinner tonight, so
You should go.
Whoa, who is she? Do we know her? Have you told us about her before?
sure, anime girl, sure, very funny.
I just thought, you were going to make the announcement.
I never thought that Speedy and I would be in the same boat. Holy crap.
Now, Speedy's still young. He can get over his little problem, but
And what boat is that, scorekeeper?
Oh, me not going to go down that Nile because I don't have an oar. I'm going to fast forward to the next segment. Ladies and gentlemen, Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. It's 8:17 a.m. Thank you for joining us. It is a glorious morning, April 18th, a great day in American history. Look it up, learn your history, do the math. It's really good. I'm joined by Speedy, the big dog, and Anime Girl on a wonderful Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, young lady. So really good. I'm glad tax season over. I do want to monopolize right now. I'm going to take a moment. I haven't updated for a little bit, and I've been asked by my audience. The 2 months that we were given have passed, and Margarita is as stubborn as any soul could be. She is fighting. She still has a blood infection, which is significant. That prevents her from having any chemo or anything done because the blood infection has weakened her, and because of all the surgery she's had, the radiation will just open her right up again. So she is recovering. She is strong. She is lucid. She is there. She knows what's going on, and she is doing her best to get better. I'm not trying to be negative. We understand the prognosis. It is stage 4. It is terminal, but we have faith, my family, her family, all of us, and she is improving. That's the best that I can say. She is still not able to get up and around. Mobility is still a significant issue, but they are talking of maybe even being able to send her home. That's significant. So, but it doesn't change the diagnosis. So I mentioned to someone that she might be coming home, and they're like, oh my God, she's healed. No, she is not. So I just want to take a moment because I had not commented about her because there was really nothing to comment. I can tell you that she is bubbly. She is friendly when people visit her. I am eternally grateful to her family that have been spending whole days with her. I can't even say when we were married, we spent whole days together. So I had to throw that one in there. Sorry. I am in full admiration. Her sisters and aunts show up at 11. They leave at 9 at night. That's wow. So I'm eternally grateful for them showing up. But I apologize. It wasn't meant to knock the vibe of this program. I am using this to update everyone. We are eternally grateful to everyone. Not once have we been alone. Not once. Every comment on Facebook, the few times that I posted, I read them all to her. And sometimes when she has got the morphine, she's not all there. I can see her smile as I read the names and as I translate the comments. You believe you're wasting time by commenting or leaving an emoji? No. They help her. They help us. And I'm sorry that I take this moment to publicly talk about it, but I need to thank everyone in my universe. I don't get a chance to do that to everyone. Not once have we been alone. I don't know if I can ever repay that. But it has helped us. It has helped her. And I'm eternally grateful. So that was not meant as an editorial. That was meant as an update. So I apologize. Scorekeeper gets a stick up his butt regularly. So this was not one of them. This is. I am eternally grateful to everyone. I will tell you, there are no tears to give right now because I am spent. There is nothing left right now. But Sports Talk with the Guys does make a difference in my life. And I'm eternally grateful. And I direct this to Speedy, to Big Dog and Anime Girl. You question what we do here? Just think about what I said. Because our audience listens as well. And it works for them too. It's therapeutic for all of us. So, sorry, that might have been a lecture. That wasn't meant to be at the very end. It wasn't. It was, there's proof of what you guys do for me and what the audience does as well. So, we'll see. And I appreciate Jorge. I know I went too long on that, but yes. And I thank you. It is hard, folks. When March 31st happened, I looked at the calendar and I said, oh God, I don't have anything left. And I didn't. But what kept me going was everyone, both everyone visiting with me, my clients, everyone. Today, all the programs, everyone in my universe, I'm eternally grateful. So, sorry. It wasn't meant to go on and on either. I just had to give that one update. Big Dog, did you know that?
No.
What was his name from the Colorado Rockies? Vinny Castilla. Do you know what Berman's name for him was?
No.
My cousin Vinny Castilla. My cousin Vinny. Someone took the time to write all of them down. And that's the link that I put up, folks. This is the link that's up there. Funny2.com Berman. They've got them all, man. It's cool. Bobby Bad to the Bonilla. I like that one. He's got a few, man. Mike April Blowers. Scott Tallulah Bankhead. Bruce Bochy Ball. The famous one, George Taco Bell. That was yeah. I'm going to go at these for a while. Barry Savings Bonds. Scott Milton Bradley. That's all right.
What about Otani? They got one for him yet?
Oh, no. Mr. Berman has retired. What's his name? What's his first name? Oh, Shohei.
Shohei
Otani.
There's play with that name. There is play.
There's play with the name. There's also play with his ethnicity, but they don't do that these days. But there you go.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure someone got offended with George Taco Bell. I'm sure they did. Yeah.
No, because when he did it, it was back in it. People were able to had thicker skin back then, not like now.
Dave, where is it? Dave Mary Magadon. I'm like, whoa, that's funny. It's good. Jose
I think all these days have got too. They've got too political, and B, too, as you say, soft-skinned. They don't find humor in the same way that we used to find humor when we were younger. I mean, we used to take the sheer proverbial out of everything and anything of a person. It didn't matter if it was their height, their color, their hair, their name, you name your color, anything. You know, you just took the proverbial out of it.
I was talking to someone yesterday about,
That's good.
yeah, I was, that the Angels are responsible for the walk-up song. I told this to Big Dog that I happened to be at a game in 1986, and there was this Toronto Blue Jays player. His name was Junior Felix. And every
I
time he
remember
was in the outfield, in between innings, they would, whenever he would catch the ball, they would start Felix the Cat. I thought it was kind of cool. They weren't messing with him. It was just cool. His name was Junior Felix. And this is at Anaheim, of all places. Whenever Junior would catch the ball, they would play Felix the Cat. It started in Anaheim, the whole idea of giving a person a particular song. And some could say, well, it actually happened in Major League. Well, I don't know. It was about the same time. When was Major League? 1986 was Junior Felix. Major League, when what's-his-face entered for the stadium, Wild Thing was unreal.
I think it was 89 Major League. Let me check.
Yeah. But the idea of giving a player a song that for the walk-up started with the Angels. And it was done for an opposing player, which was really kind of neat. I thought it was so cool because as a kid, you hear Felix the Cat, you're like, hey, what's going on? And I was in right field. I'm like, oh, dumbass, Junior Felix. That was funny. I got it right away.
I can remember the tune. I can remember the song, Felix the Cat. I can go through your brain, you know.
It's a catchy little tune, and they weren't making fun of him. His name was Felix. It was kind of cool.
So Major League did come out in 1989.
Yeah,
that was right.
And him with Wild Thing. Oh my God, that was one of the greatest intros of all time. Hell's Bells for the reliever from the San Diego Padres. Wow. But Major League brought it to the fore where they gave players songs, but it was being done by the Angels back in 1986. So Speedy will give us an Angels in the outfield quote very soon.
No, he won't. He's gone old.
I wonder if Major League, I'm pretty sure they do because, I mean, everyone else does, so I wouldn't figure out they wouldn't. I wonder how much you have to pay per song that they played when they use it. Do they get into a contract with the?
Yes.
Yeah,
they do. It's not that really expensive because I think some songs go for like $250 for a one time at your event. So you could license a lot of music starting about $250, like for one day or something. So yeah, it's not as expensive as you think, Big Dog. They're like, hey, acknowledge who we are, pay your license fee, and stick within the rules.
And do you know where an entrance song really originated?
I didn't open any windows. You were losing me, Big Dog.
Pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Started that.
Yeah.
In fact, it was the Von Erichs back in Texas in the mid '80s that they started playing entrance songs, and then it caught on. And then Vince McMahon with WWF at the time caught on, and that's when he started playing Bruce Springsteen and all the major artists started playing it. And then after about 5 years of doing that, all the artists were like, "Hey, they're playing our music, and we're not getting the money from that. When they play the music on the radio, we get money. Why can't we get?" So pretty much, it was a class action lawsuit against the WWF, saying, "Hey, we want our," as Clerk Hero would say, "we want our Quan."
Show me the Quan, which is from a movie that I had not seen, and Big Dog lent me his VHS tape. Jerry
VHS. Whoa!
Maguire. Jerry
Excuse me.
Maguire. That was a great movie, man. Jerry Maguire, man. Gee, I still believe that is one of Tom Cruise's finest movies.
What
You
was
still
that?
using VHS?
No, this was back when VHS was being used. I lent it to him.
Oh, I was going to say, it's just unusual to hear somebody mention the word the letters VHS, because a lot of people don't use them. I mean, I still do. I've got all my Star Trek on VHS, so I have to use.
You're right, DMF.
Show that to a Gen Zer. They're not going to even know what it is.
Oh, come off it. I can still remember a program on British television. It was a local news program, and they had a 45 single, and they showed it to a 10-year-old. And the first words out of his gob was, "What computer does that go in?"
Oh, okay.
And I thought, are you for real? When I was your age, I was going to, pardon the pun, I was going to Woolworths in Andover with my 50 pence to buy the bloody single because I wanted it.
I think Big Doug and I did the same thing at Woolworths.
Yeah, Woolworths, Zodi's.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that Woolworths still had the restaurant in it,
Yes.
the cafeteria.
I'll beat you. I'll beat you one further. When I started at 134, they still had the diner. We were one of the last diners to go in the company.
That I don't recall, Thrifty. I just don't recall it.
Well, I started in 84. You started in 88, right?
87. Well, I met you
87.
in May of 88. And it was probably
so 87.
Actually, Big Dog, I know the day I met you. Oh my God. I need a May 1988 calendar. I need one right now. May 1988 calendar. I'll tell you.
I can remember going into Woolworths in 1977.
Big Dog and I met
and they had
on
a cafeteria then.
There you go. I'm sorry, scorekeeper.
Big Dog and I met on May 2nd, 1988, because Greblo said, okay, April's done. First of the week, you are going to go over to 134. So on Monday morning, I showed up, and that was May 2nd. I met the Big Dog on May 2nd.
And we all looked, all the regulars looking, going, who the hell is this guy walking in? Look at his chip on his goddamn shoulder. We'll take care of him.
Yeah. Poor Big Dog. He's been stuck with me ever since.
Yeah, so I started in July of 84. I think it was July 2020.
I was probably at Day of Recollection at the seminary in the day you started. I was in between my freshman and sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
See, 84, August 84 is when I left my service.
Okay.
I walked out.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was 84. A big day for all of us. Speedy, were you even alive?
That was after 9 years. I'd already 9 years I'd done.
How, Speedy, were your parents alive?
It's so bad.
I don't think Speedy was alive in 84. I think he was born after that.
I joined in 74.
Okay.
I had to do the training, you see, and then get to the unit to 75. So that was the 9 years.
I think I was in kindergarten in 74.
So how many years did you serve in the military altogether?
Altogether, if you include training, it works out as 10 years, but the actual service that they registered is only 9 years.
Oh, okay.
Only 9 years. Right. So, but yeah, I mean, I remember when I went through training, the number one hit was Christmas 80. It was Christmas 74. The number one hit over here was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
And 10cc. 10cc. Also, I'll tell you, 10cc was also out with Art for Art's Sake. It was 10cc.
Oh, wow.
I remember these things. Remember them. Used to go.
74. 74. I was 8 years old in 74.
No, I was literally. I can remember walking into a bar, not many miles away from where I am now, and they had a jukebox at the corner which was silent, and I sort of looked around and I thought, God, what a load of old squares. And I walked over and looked to see what they had on the record player, and I thought, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, holy shit, who the hell is this lot? You know, I knew, but I thought, unbelievable. Right at the bottom, there was about 6 records, one of which was Art for Art's Sake by 10cc. And the other one, I think, was Paper Lace Billy Don't Be a Hero or something. So I stuck them both on, and you should have seen the looks I got. And the comment was, typical youngster, comes in here and upsets everyone. Those were the days, though, you know. Record. Yeah.
Those were the fun days. Yep.
November 18th, big dog, Wednesday, November 18th, 1987 is the day I walked into 546. Mr. Greblo was there. I had a gray pair of pants, a white shirt, and a tie. I walked in and I requested an application. He says, "Are you looking for a job?" I said, "Yes, fill that out right now." And I guess it was just the perfect timing. He looked at it. He said, "Oh, you went to the seminary?" "Oh, yeah, I just graduated back in June." It's like, "All right, you ready to start?" Just like that. Greblo hired me on the spot. And yeah, that was
there you
really
go.
funny. Yeah, Harold Greblo. Yeah.
I just sent you something. I just sent you something to your iPhone for you to put on for everyone to see, and just my appreciation to the Clippers.
Did you send me a text?
Yeah, via text. Yes.
Ooh. There may be some residual issue, dude. I haven't received it yet.
Let me see if it's sent.
No, it's not you. I am having technical difficulties.
No, I know, but sometimes I do it. Sometimes for whatever reason it takes a little bit, but yeah, I sent it to you.
Yeah, I think I'm having technical issues. At least okay.
Okay, well then I'll send it to you via PM then.
All right.
All right, I just sent it to you via PM.
Speedy, where are you?
Do we know how Roz is doing these days?
We have less than an hour, Speedy.
Roz, do we know how she's doing these days?
Oh, well,
she's doing pretty well.
Yeah, I spoke to her yesterday. When was the last time you spoke to her, big dog?
Probably about a couple of weeks.
Okay. Yeah, usually Roz and I will speak to each other at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. And I called her yesterday because, well, I guess I shouldn't say. I called her yesterday. We had a good conversation. That was good. Yeah. I love when she answers because there was a lot of stuff going on in her life and she referred to her things as Game of Thrones-esque when there was a lot of stuff going on. So she has one of the best answers I have ever heard. Okay. Especially if she knows you. She probably does it just for me, but I'll call her. She'll answer, "House of Bran, we keep you regular." Oh my God, that is great. Oh my God, House of Bran.
I got a whole load of them that I used to use when I
love that one.
Pick the phone up. Used to have all sorts of things like that. What was it? We used to have "Good morning, Battersea Dogs Home, Jack Russell speaking." Another one was "You have got through to Stonehenge, Juicy Druid. How may I help you?"
That is good. I have 3 of them, and it's super in the mood where I will acknowledge the person if I'm willing to engage in conversation. Like I said, the big dog's calling me. I will answer. It's like, "Morning, big dog." You know, I acknowledge who they are right away or whatever. The other one is, how may I be of assistance? That's another one. And then the last one is what? I've answered Big Dog that way a few times. And that's usually cut the crap. I'm busy. I'm pissed. What do you? It's just what? And people are like, oh shit. And at work, I was famous for that. When I was at my desk, and they'd say, "Hey, Rod, what?" And they're like, "No, not right now, Rod. I need you." Oh man, it was funny. Those are my 3 responses, and everyone did not want what. That meant I was mad. Not mad at you per se. It's just I was in a pissy mood. So I always joke
Most
with
of the time.
Rosalind. Yeah, I always joke with Rosalind. Whenever she would pick up the phone, because she almost always picked it up, I would tell her, "Yeah, Roz, you shouldn't have taken this call." I would always tell her that. And she's like, "Oh, it's okay. What's going on?" She's such a genteel soul. Oh, but she always takes the call. But there were times when I'd say, you should not have taken this call, Roz. Oh, man. Oh,
I very rarely see her on Facebook anymore, and I just wondering how she was getting on since,
Yeah.
Mum passed.
Well, she's working on a lot of stuff right now, house-wise. The temperature, the weather has changed, so she's got a lot of work going on. I know that, and yeah, the best thing is we should ask her. You know what? Give me a moment. I'm gonna go silent. I'm gonna invite her on.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that, but I was just curious. Anyway, how's life treating you, sir?
Oh, it's going just fine. How about yourself?
Well, let's just say retirement is somewhat confusing. I don't know whether to stay retired or get off my fat backside and go find a part-time job or something.
Yeah, the first few months, the first like 6 to 8 months, you get that feeling because you're just not used to it. You know, like myself, I had been working since I was 15. So, to be, retired, especially when you don't go out on your own, I was forced into it. So that made it even worse. But it was your choice. But it's your choice. But it's still that 6, 8 months, you're like, I'm not used to this.
No, see, I beat you by a year. I beat you by a year, to be honest, Big Dog. I started at 14. So yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, do I? And then you sit there and you think, money, because what you get from the state ain't that great. So you think, well, am I going to do this? But then, oh man, we will see. We shall see.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, my phone just came back. I tried calling Roz and it went to SOS again. So I'm like, and now I got like 8 text messages. So I think service just came back. Now I got your text message, Big Dog.
But it's easier. It's on a PM, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that one in a moment. I am going to call Roz though, because it did not go through.
Right. Well, don't forget to mute yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh,
it's ringing.
Man!
Hey, he's back again. Whoa, go away, man. What were you doing? You gone eating something, were we?
Yeah, I'm about to eat real breakfast too right now.
Ah, well, I noticed when you first joined us, you were scoffing, and then you suddenly disappeared, and we tried to talk to you, and we got silence in return. So, food, I see. The calling of food. Speedy, yeah, the mouse. Typical. Always scoffing. Such is life, eh? You come on here just to be abused, don't you, Speedy?
And I'll continue it. So, Speedy, are the hated ones going to make a turnaround? Because they're not playing that well right now.
I don't know. Hopefully soon.
I believe they're 8-10, 8-12, something like that, right?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm not doing much better. The Angels, I believe, are 500 now, finally, or maybe one game up over. But yeah, I was surprised. Usually your Giants are a little bit higher up, but it is early in the season. So,
Yeah, that's true.
oh, okay. Scorekeeper's back. Don't say anything.
Silence.
I'm sending Roz the message right now through the chat. So she's got a moment. I think she's going to join us right now. So it's cool. Let me do it. Sports talk with the guy. There it is. And boom. Okay, I just sent it to her. So
She's probably sitting there going, what the hell do they want to talk to me about?
no, I told her. I said, hey, you got mentioned on air. So we were talking about that. So I also sent it to her.
Did you guys talk about that last week when I told you guys in chat
What?
about this guy who says he's a Dodgers fan, but he's pissed that.
Oh yeah, that older gentleman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
about
think
the
we talked
tickets?
about it. Yeah, he
No.
I guess is he doesn't have any kind of smartphone whatsoever, does not want to buy one. And he wants the Dodgers to give him hard tickets, which I guess they've moved away from, as almost every other sport has or venue has moved away from. It's very hard to get an actual hard ticket from anybody. Because I know when what was it, 4 or 5 years ago now. Oh, there she is, Roz!
Hey,
If we
Hey!
our
had
very own
singing
color
voices,
maven.
yes,
Yeah,
if we had
long time
singing
no see.
voices. Yep.
how you guys doing?
Well, all the better for seeing you, my darling. How are you doing?
Yep.
Oh, hanging in there. You know, taking things day by day.
Well, yeah. You and me both then. You and me both.
Mm-hmm.
Make it 3. I'm the same way. Yep. Day by day.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's all we can do.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. One foot in front of the other and just make sure we get there in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Peter Roger, I hadn't seen you or heard from you for ages, and I thought, I just asked Roger how you were doing.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's been the first month was really busy because paperwork and all that good stuff, and things are just starting to settle down a little bit. So, and now it's the emotional part,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's coming up for 2 years for me, and I still do it.
Yeah.
Walk out the door and think, I gotta go. No, I don't. She's not there. She hasn't been there for 2 years, and I got to think then quick on my feet for something else. So I get it.
Yeah. And she, but she has. I've been telling people she has been coming to me in my dreams,
Oh really?
and yes, and she has made it plain. And I'm gonna quote what she says to me. Why my bedroom not clean yet? Why the house not clean yet? So I know she's watching. And all I can say is I'll get to it, Mom. I promise I'll get to it.
Yeah, takes a little time to get there, but I'll get there.
Exactly. But yeah, she's watching over us, and my brother's doing great. He's doing good. So
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
which makes things a lot easier. But yeah, I'm as okay as I can be.
But she answered right away. That's why if you saw me live,
Yeah.
when she picked up,
Saw you
I
laughing.
laughed instantly. House of Bren. I just died laughing. It was on cue.
Yeah,
I
that
had mentioned to them without mentioning anything that there was some stuff going on in your life, and you'd refer to it as Game of Thrones-esque. And
Mhm.
that's where you came up with the House of Bread. And I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my God, I died laughing because it's the houses of Game of Thrones. I
Yeah,
thought that was great. The first time
yeah.
he did that one, I just died laughing. House of Bread, keep you
Keep you
regular.
regular.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, which that is finally coming to a conclusion, by the way, Roger. So
Yeah, I don't know. I
no,
told
it
her you should be taking notes, woman. There's a story there.
oh, I have all the emails. I have the emails and oh, I have notes.
How many years now? 5?
She passed in 2019, my aunt. So yeah, it's been a while.
7 years. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God. Game of Thrones went 8 years, kiddo.
Hello. So that is truly finally coming to an end.
Gosh, Rosalind, it
You'll
was like
miss it.
every damn week there was something. It was like the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God.
You realise
Yeah.
you don't know what to do with yourself. Will come to a stage where you'll be getting up one morning and you'll go, I have to. No, done that. No, I've done
Uh-huh.
that. And that's got bugger all to do with me anymore. So don't worry about it. It'll come to you. I'm telling you, when it does, that's when you sit there and you think, what am I going to do now?
Exactly. Exactly. And that's happened a couple of times already.
That's it. Oh,
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm trying to give away her supplies and pay it forward.
yeah.
And I've been like I had to go into a bedroom to pull some of the supplies out, and I had to go down in the basement, and I went into a bedroom and I'm like, oh wait, we don't need this anymore, so
Yeah.
yeah, and someone's already offered to buy her sewing machine, which I put on my YouTube channel. But I'm not ready to part with the sewing machines yet. I'm just not
Yep.
ready for that.
I get that.
Yeah, it's too soon. So
Do you use it?
she had tried to teach me to use it, and unfortunately, Her Majesty was not. Patience was not one of her virtues, so that I never really got the gist of it. But she has two machines. One is a huge singer, like almost industrial, and the other is what would be considered a what you call it, a portable one, but it's still very heavy. So I may keep the portable one and try and use it for myself. But again, I'm not at that point yet. So
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, like I said, things are slowly concluding for her, and I just have some paperwork to turn in. And like I was telling Roger, the Game of Thrones is about to enter its final season, so that will be resolved shortly.
Wow,
Yeah, that's
because
cool.
I've been a
Mhm.
I've been a devoted follower.
Yeah. So once it's resolved, I can talk more about it. But yeah, it was an interesting time of life. I'll say it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why a lot
you
of
get
people
you get
think
stages like that where your life seems to, and you think, what the hell? Why me? What did I do?
Mm,
Yeah, go
yeah.
pick on somebody else. Anybody else. Just leave me out of it.
Exactly. There's some days I just, I have to get up out of bed, but I really don't feel like getting out of bed. And there's some days where I'm full of energy and I want to get stuff done, and then there are other days where I'm just like bumming around the house. I just don't feel like doing anything. And I'm still not sleeping well, which is the other reason why I've kind of like had to seclude myself a little bit, because I'm not sleeping great. But my doctors told me, it's normal for my body to do that. Because I'm literally physically recovering from 10 years of caregiving. So
Well, yeah,
my body,
you'll probably find your mind is still working on
yeah.
Her Majesty still being there, so you're waiting for the call.
Mm-hmm.
Although she's gone, your mind's still saying, "Wait there,
Yeah.
it's coming, it's coming," and you know it's coming, but you know,
Yeah,
it ain't gonna come.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, I get it occasionally. As I said, I still get it now. Mum's
Mm-hmm.
been gone, coming up for 2 years. Mum's been gone, and I
Mhm.
still occasionally pick the phone up and think, "Oh, have I missed?"
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it dawns on you, and you think, "No."
And for me, it's at nighttime because our bedrooms share the wall. So I was literally right next to her in the next room. So now it's like obviously it's quiet at night. So I'm waking up in the middle of the night, like, wait. And then, it takes a while for me to fall asleep. So but
Yeah.
yeah. But everyone's telling me that it's normal. It's
Oh,
part
yeah.
of the process, and not to be too concerned about it. It'll eventually, at some point, I'll be normal.
I wouldn't say it fades completely.
Right.
It does fade, but it didn't. It will never fade completely. It hasn't for me. After 2 years, I still occasionally get up and think, "I will." No, I won't. You want to, but you can't.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weirdest thing. Is you want to talk to that individual, but you can't.
Yeah.
But you know, it'll fade eventually, but it doesn't. It does not go away.
True.
Anybody, don't go away. Never does.
Yeah.
Sounds cruel to say it, but it's not. It's true.
Yeah. You're right. And like I said, it's one of those life lessons, and I definitely signed up for some bereavement counseling, which I recommend to anybody and everybody. I luckily her hospice team offers it for free. So it's,
That's good.
yeah, they offer it up to a year after the person passes. You can use their services. So I'm doing that as well, just to make sure I'm not like, that I'm not tripping. But
No, you don't want to be tripping, girl. You don't want to be tripping.
No, we don't.
The last thing you want to be doing.
Yeah. So yeah, everything, I'm as okay as I can be, and brother's doing great, and he's good, and I go in for my next CT scan Tuesday, and fingers crossed they don't find anything.
Good luck with that.
Yep, blood work. The last blood work I had, I am very close to remission. So they
Great.
want to do the CT scan just to confirm. And then I'll probably know on Wednesday because that's my next chemo. So they'll let me know.
Well, I wish you luck on all of that.
Yep.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see you and hear your voice. I've missed it.
Aww. I've been posting updates on my YouTube channel, just to kind of help people who are going through the similar things. But like I said, I kind of had to sequester myself a little bit just to get everything kind of settled down before I start, doing a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, I stopped my YouTube because I lost my partner in crime.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Scorekeeper, you're muted. You're muted,
Hello?
Scorekeeper.
Okay. Anyway, what is your YouTube channel, Roz? Thank you, Big Dog.
Oh, it's Shy Rosalind. Just as it's showing in the screen there.
Yeah.
Yep. I am going to resume my beat and chat show hopefully soon. I've been itching to get back to it, so which tells me that I'm almost ready to do a show again. And
folks,
I've been doing some health and wellness stuff and some caregiving stuff on my channel as well. So there's a bunch of playlists, to pick from.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why people think we're living in a simulation, because everything is constantly happening. And like this week, I got rid of a bunch of my grandpa stuff and other stuff that I felt I needed, but I'm like, I don't need that anymore. So it helped a
Yeah.
lot. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
different, feel better in here.
You know what was sad? My thing is, I looked through the closet, and it was all of her things, and I was like, oh, it was a little eerie looking through her stuff right now. I'm like, oh my god,
Mhm.
I was like, stay out of there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is, my mother was one of those people. She liked to purge, and every couple of months she'd go through her closet and go through her stuff and purge a whole bunch of stuff. So now it's like I don't have that much to purge, which that's one thing I'm very grateful for. She was a clean freak. So it's just mostly clothes to donate, and there's some sentimental stuff I have for her, but it's not like, parents who are unfortunately pack rats, and then you go in the house and like, oh my God. That's one problem I'm grateful that I don't have.
I'm glad you don't. I had to deal with that growing up. As a matter of fact, God bless Margarita. She had to deal with my pack ratness, and she
Mm.
struggled with me all her life. Well, look, The Office. Look at it almost looks empty now because I've emptied boxes. That stuff was hiding the other Star Wars toys. There's
Mm-hmm.
none over there now because we're fitting supplies in because Rod, I told you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where this is now becoming a genuine base of operations. It's not Roger's little place anymore. And I've had to take out a lot of stuff. I've emptied. You know those crates those totes that are on sale in America right now? The black totes with the white lids.
Mm-hmm.
8 of them, Roz.
Wow.
8 of them have been
Wow.
filled from in here. And it's stuff that I have. Books, materials, folders. Granted, 2 or 3 of them are stacked with like 3-ring binders and stuff that are empty, but I'm not going to get rid of them yet. But as we move over to digital, I'm going to see what I'm going to need, and I got to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also preparing, sadly, for the day that I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of other stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I am making progress. I've told this to Roz in private that I've struggled with pack ratness, that I will just keep everything forever.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to do it, right, Roz and Aisha, is put something in a box and label it, the date. And if you come back a year later and you haven't used it, chuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's one of the
That's the best
ones.
way to do it.
Yeah. There is no
Yeah.
such system in my house.
Well,
Nope, it'll never happen. But
I've got all that to look forward to, because I got a spare bedroom that, between stuff that I got from Mother that I never got completely through 2 years ago, and some of the stuff that I've still got, I've got to go through the whole damn shebang. So I shall be getting that on the move eventually. Yeah. But this is my problem. This is my problem. I'm still into it, Big Star. I'm still buying it, Big Star. It's just me.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandparent, my dad's parent, they had a whole binder full of stamps.
Oh wow!
To collect.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at stamp collectors in the area, and there are some. So
there are conventions. I don't mean to be stupid, but believe it or not, stamp collectors show up at gun events because of older folk buying weapons. And you can find them there. They're not always there, but they have stamp collecting. They have collector conventions, right, Ross?
Mm-hmm.
So you should check one of those out and put it on consignment, Speedy. They'll sell it for you, and they just take a little portion of it.
Yeah, well, I got this lot. I've got a vinyl record collection over there. There's about 1,000 singles and about 2,000 LPs. And then I've got a whole load of books sitting out in the corridor, right there.
Well, it's great to see that the vinyls have come back. They've genuinely made a comeback. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know for how long it's going to last, but CDs, it is actually it's like the floppy disks. They're gone. That technology is never going to come back. That's crazy, because that wasn't that long ago that CDs were the storage medium.
Yeah.
Oh, you had that. Was it CD? Stuff that the CD used to get caught with, and you had like a virus on the CD that would just eat the CD away.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, there was a time when you had to be careful with your CDs. If you looked at your CD, the edge of your CD would turn a weird color, and it would like literally eat the CD away.
Oh my God.
I wonder if they have that in the northern climes where it's cold and wet.
Don't know.
I did not know that, really. Speedy,
It's like
I interrupted you.
It's like what you guys were talking about earlier with the whole thing with, what do kids know about? I saw a video years ago where the kid was like, what do I do? And his dad's like, dial the number, and he's trying to do it off the rotary phone. He's like, how do I get to the 2? And his dad's like, figure it out. And his brother jumped in. He's like, I know. So it took them a while, but they got it.
I reckon that's the best way to bugger up Gen Zs, not Gen Zs, Gen Xs, isn't it? Give them a rotary phone and a biro and say, ring the doctor and write down what he tells you.
Yeah.
They've got a clue. They're confused.
Hey,
Not a
the
clue.
the greatest anti-theft device in a car is a 5-speed. That no one
Yeah, it
knows
might
how
be
to
over
drive
there.
those cars.
Ain't over here. Over there it might be. Over here, no, we do. There's more sticks over here. Mind you, that's dying out now because all the electrics are automatic. All these damn electrics. I hate the damn.
But
Hate
your
'em.
cars will never be stolen. They're too small for us.
What do you mean they're too small?
Yeah, your cars are small. Your everything.
No,
everything is
The
small.
cars are a normal size. It's just because you happen to be supersized. Don't start with me.
Our cars are bigger than yours. Yours is a little suitcase.
Yeah, but look, I don't wish to drive the Gerald Ford down the high street. I'm quite happy with a little nippy Corvette, or Minesweeper. I don't need a damn aircraft carrier.
Well, that's part of who we are as America. Ladies and gentlemen, very quickly as we near the end of the program, Wendy Luna, Magdalena Trujillo today, Keith DeCandido, the author, birthdays today. Tomorrow on the 19th, William Redding, Corrine Aguirre, Rita Gonzalez, Jennifer Cole. That would have been her birthday on April 20th. Mooch, April 20th. Victoria Conde Ibarra on the 21st. Wendy Angelica Herdman, the 22nd. Michael Bednar on the 22nd. And our very own Michael Day on April 23rd. And then, of course, like Jennifer Cole, my brother Lewis on April 24th. So that's next week. Birthdays coming up. And really kind of cool. Just had to throw that in there. We've got about 20 minutes left. That's why. I have to get going. If you guys want to continue, you're more than welcome. I have Roz, I am so sorry. There is a after tax season event going on today. Oops.
Oh.
I should have flown you out here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Raj, fly her in.
I aired. I did not let Raul know. I did not let Roz know, and I did not let Josh know.
Well, you do realize.
Okay.
You do realize Roz is now going to get her little juju doll out of you, and she's going to sit there.
No, she has one. I know she has one out of respect, but Roz,
You want to bet?
I had no control over this whatsoever. They're just making it happen. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I guess we're going somewhere today. So I had no control over this whatsoever. Yep. So it is our final.
Do I have to contact Tywin Lannister?
Probably, yes. I need a hand of the king. Yeah.
Okay.
Because my little office manager and several of the other preparers just said, okay, well, we're going to go and do this one. So, Raj, where do you want to go? I have no say in this whatsoever. I told them.
The only thing they tell Roger is bring your credit card.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's fine.
Card.
You know, it was cool.
His credit card is sitting in Fort Knox. What are you on about? You don't get to see his credit card?
No,
Jeez,
I was thinking of being a jerk, you know, whether paying with the credit card or paying with the cash. And I was like, be a little too presumptuous to pay with the cash today. But it's all good.
He has that black card hidden though in his wallet.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, little secret compartment.
That's it. I just got this one actually. So I was a bit surprised. It's a platinum one. I'm like, Jesus, I never had a platinum in my life. But my favorite one is my American Express. As I tell people, I can make money on that card. That is cool. And I can get to like my limits or whatever, make an immediate payment, and I get full credit. I'm like, oh, that.
God.
No, it has helped me. Seriously. I think I spent one day, like $4,600 over like a 10-minute period because I would make a charge and put 1,000 back in it and then make another charge a few minutes later. Yeah, that was, but I got 3% off of it. So it was okay.
Okay.
I love my American Express. That's all I'm saying. That's my favorite part.
Oh
Don't
my
leave home
God.
without it.
True that.
Yeah.
I gotta run. My laundry is ready, so I gotta go pick it up.
Oh my God, I have to do that too, Roz. I have to go do my laundry. Yeah.
Oh, I've just finished mine. Mine's in the dryer. The dryer's just switched off, so I'm all right. Take it out the dryer now and put it away.
Hey, Speedy, who does your laundry?
Well, we do, but we're gonna start. I think I'm gonna start doing it on Tuesdays or Wednesdays.
Who does it? You or someone else?
Oh, well, I can't hold it. I can't lift anything heavy right now. So.
Oh, okay. So someone is.
God damn. Yeah. How heavy are your dirty clothes? Holy shit. That's
all right, big dog. Big dog, he's still recovering.
Oh, that's so wrong.
That's why. I'm like, he's still recovering.
Oh God. But yeah, I promise I'll pop back in soon. I can't tell you an exact date, but I'll pop back in again.
Okay.
Sounds good. Glad you're doing well, Ross.
Okay, you guys take care.
You too.
I did joke before you joined us. I did joke where I said you always took my call, especially the ones where I'm like, "Yeah, you shouldn't have taken this call." Remember? Yeah, but I'm glad you took that call right now, Ross. Thank you. You always do.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, guys. Hasta
vista. Bye.
So yeah, we're gonna have an event in a little bit. That's why I'm actually getting Nancy. I have to start to get ready myself because we're gonna have brunch. Have you been to that restaurant, Big Dog? You did say you have been, right?
No, that one I haven't been. I'm hoping sometime in the next few months to go, but I think I want to try the one in Irvine rather than Pasadena. I think Irvine might be closer logistically
that one,
where
right?
I am.
Fogo de Chao.
Yeah,
I've never been there. I think there's one in Diamond. No, wait, not Diamond Bar. La Brea, I think. There's somewhere around there, north of
Brea?
Anaheim. Maybe La Brea. Brea.
No,
yeah.
Brea. There probably is. I mean, it's a Brazilian restaurant, so they go under a few different names. but I think the most popular of the Fogo de Chaos, I think, is Pasadena and Irvine.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna see. I'm looking forward to it.
Now, do you like eating exotic meats, or not exotic, but I mean different types of meats? Like, do you like lamb? I know they're real big on lamb there.
I will find out. I think I'm gonna try some other stuff. And look, the exotic meats that I ever have, they're at King Taco. And what do I order every time? Carne asada burrito. That's it. And
So
I
I
was
know-
mad because I woke up this morning and I'm like, shit, I don't have my carne asada burrito. Damn it. We go Friday nights and we didn't have one, but we went to Tommy's. Oh my God, big dog, I'm getting old. That affected me. Oh my God.
Oh, this was
Beef or
announced
chili
just
fries?
This was announced just yesterday. The Hat will be opening their Las Vegas location on May the 6th. I believe it's 6th or 8th. And it's right off the strip. I believe they said off of Flamingo. So congrats to the Hat. They are going to go gangbusters there.
Yeah, Tommy's did.
So did the Hat. I think
Yeah.
the Hat's opening theirs this summer, or if it's not already opened, which is their 3-story In and Out. It's supposed to be something like 34,000 square feet altogether.
Yeah, In-N-Out scored huge in there too. Hey, Speedy, do you still have an In-N-Out by you, or are they all closed now?
No, we still have In-N-Out over here, which is
They don't
good.
close. Yeah, they the only In and Out I know it closed was the one in Oakland because they
The only thing
couldn't
we
keep
don't
it
have
safe.
out here anymore. And
They
they need to
closed it,
stop.
yeah.
They need to stop showing commercials for Arby's. We don't have that anymore because that got turned into a Burger King.
Huh. Interesting.
I still keep getting emails for Red Robin, and they're gone too.
I like Red Robin.
Well, the closest one we have now is all the way out there by Anthony. So, but wait, you said Tommy had carne asada and you didn't tell me?
No,
No.
it's King Taco.
Oh, okay.
But Speedy,
He
their
went to Tommy's.
hamburgers. Yeah, their hamburgers are made out of beef.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Really? You're going to go there?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I did. And I'm gonna feel dirty for the next 5 minutes.
I'm not saying it would. Really? You're going to go
I
there
hope
too?
I hope you warmed up those chili cheese fries. Hopefully you didn't eat them cold.
This morning I did just before I got here, but now they're getting cold again. So, but now I'm finished. So, I just did it to annoy Anime Girl because she says that every program I'm on, I'm eating, and I think I am. That's become my stupid shtick.
So in the NDB Media universe, you have become the Brad Pitt
Thank you.
of the shows.
Yeah,
'Cause
Brad
now
Pitt
it
is
is-
always eating everything in the movie.
He's always eating something on his on the movies
Yeah.
he makes.
And
Yeah.
he's very
He-
famous in Oceans 11, 12, and 13.
Yes, big
scene.
time. He's always stuffing his face with something.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love the shrimp cocktails in Oceans 12, I think. That's
I hear they're
Talk to the goalkeeper. I'll just say, "Hey, Munchie King, what have you got these days?"
King.
Munchkin King.
I hear they're talking about possibly doing an Ocean's 14 now.
Well, after Oceans 8, bombed.
13.
No,
Yeah.
the women,
Well, I mean,
the women's one.
yeah, it was all the women. But the reason why they didn't do an Ocean's 14s earlier was because of Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
They didn't feel it was right doing another Oceans without him.
Dude,
but I guess they've
Bernie
gotten past
was
that.
Great, man.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Sorry, folks, I was a bit thirsty. I don't drink coffee anymore, which is a shock. And soda,
Show-
I am struggling with soda. I had
Show
one
the Clippers
yesterday.
meme.
Oh.
Let everybody know the sorrow that I feel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a moment. I apologize. I am moving over to the moment of whatever. Here we go. Become a Clippers fan, they said. They'll make the finals this year, they said. Yep. I like it. It's great.
Uh-huh.
You sure he doesn't go with the Cowboys as well, does he? Because we get told that every year as well.
It's interchangeable, but the thing is, the Clippers fans aren't as
LA
crazy as
thing.
the Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
This is an LA thing to hate the Clippers.
So with the Cowboy fans, there's always that one person that you will see online that gets the tattoo. So for this season, he'll get the tattoo that says Dallas Cowboys 2027 world champions, or Super Bowl 2027 Super Bowl champion. You'll always get that one person that gets that tattoo. And boy, they're idiots. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
Speedy's eating. What are you eating, Speedy? You're having breakfast, aren't you?
Yeah, eggs and hash brown and bacon.
Did you cook that, or did you heat it in the microwave?
No, I had it cooked for me.
I had to cook for him.
I can't get that done over here. Actually, this is an unofficial job posting right now for anyone. I know no one's watching at the moment. We are looking for someone to do housekeeping. Shit, I can't believe I actually did. There it is. It's out of the way. So if someone is interested in doing some housekeeping in the area, you may contact me because we are looking for a housekeeper. So anyway.
You just can't go in Roger's room. That's not allowed.
Not anything in there.
No, you can go into his room. You just can't go into his closet. That's where all that stuff is.
Yeah.
All the Star Trek uniforms are in there. You know, the red shirt, the gold shirt,
the red
shirt.
and black one is in there right now.
Yep.
Along with the base. Oh, I have my Yankee jersey here today, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to flaunt it. I'm not. I saw the game last night.
Roger doesn't wear red shirts because they always end up getting snuffed. So I don't know what he's doing with his red shirt on.
Exactly. The Yankees. Where are the Yankees? The Yankees are on a little skid, aren't they?
What?
The Yankees are 11-9. They are only 3-7 in the last 10 games.
Yep. They won yesterday, so it was good.
Did they beat the Angels? Did they beat the Royals.
Yeah. Oh, huh? Oh yeah.
The Yankees beat the Royals 4-2. So here are the big three. The Yankees beat the Royals 4-2. The Dodgers beat the Rockies 7-1, and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Los Angeles Angels of Dodgers Stadium of Chavez Ravine beat the Padres 8-0.
I wanted to go to that game yesterday, man. I really did. 8-0.
8-0.
What are the Angels now? 3-15?
The Angels are now 11-10. And I still stand by my proclamation when they were 2-0. That's the highest they've ever been in about a decade, over 500. And they still have not gone past that 2 games.
Wow.
Right now they're 1 game over, so we'll see how that goes.
Damn it. Yep, we'll see how it goes. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final 5 minutes or so. So I don't know if there's any other thing that you wanted to get to.
Let me just see what Mr. Trout did yesterday. Trout was 0-3.
Okay. Yeah, but they won 8-0. That's awesome.
So who, in your opinion, scorekeeper, is the number 1 player on the Angels team? Much as I'd like to say it, I know it's not Trout anymore.
No,
Trout may be the most inspirational player.
I think it is Trout. Yeah.
Still think it's Trout?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would take no. Oh, wait. Ahmed or the right fielder. Actually, no. I would still take Trout.
Adele?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's scorching it right now. Yeah, he was DH yesterday. He was 2 for 5. He's batting 302. Trout's having a slow start. He's only batting 236. But I don't worry about that. I mean, I'm just happy he's healthy.
Yep. Oh my goodness, Sydney Sweeney is back?
What is she doing now?
An X-rated boxing biopic.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Yeah, she's older now. It's a number drama.
She's like 25. Yeah, she's really older. Sydney Sweeney. She's 28. Man, I have shirts older than her. She was born in 1997. Jeez.
Yep. All I said was Sydney Sweeney is back. That's all I said.
I didn't know she had left.
She hadn't done anything lately.
Yeah, she just had that movie what is it, Housemaids or something like that? It's her and oh shoot. The one who sang in the damn it.
I don't know.
Can't think of her name. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Because she just had that movie come out. The Housemaid. There we go. And she did with her and Amanda Seyfried. That just hit cable. She's also in Double Wears Prada 2 for this year and next year. The Housemaid's Secret, which is a sequel to the one, The Housemaid, and another movie that she's also a producer. And of course, she's in that final season of Euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want, for those out there that have never seen Euphoria, big hit with the Gen Zers and Gen Zeros. Very sexual. And Sydney Sweeney, let's just say she likes to walk around al fresco.
Interesting.
Yep.
I know of a Japanese singer that comes on stage al fresco as well.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and will leap into the crowd quite readily.
I would be careful if someone, is it a male or female?
Female.
Female, okay. Because I was going to say if it was a male al fresco, when they would jump into the crowd, I'd be very careful what I'm grabbing onto to catch the person.
No. This is a female Japanese singer. Don't know if she still does it, but yeah, it was a long time. She was well known for it. She would just turn up on stage al fresco and leap into the audience.
Wow.
Well, good for her. All right. Well, none of us are going to do any of that mosh pit theme items, delusions.
You're joking. If I leapt off the stage in my birthday suit, they wouldn't catch me. There'd be a big hole there. Just bounce, you little bugger.
Well,
you're saying that I have seen so many videos of singers, you know, they have not either mosh pit, but just, you know, that crowd that they're just standing up, and the singer gets like a running start. He jumps into the air, and everybody just, it's like the parting of the Red Sea, and you just see that.
Yeah. That's yours truly. If I was ever on stage and I leapt off the stage, it would be zing.
Well, that also happened in Shrek 2 at the end of the movie when Shrek jumped, the little poodle was waiting for him. All right, folks. I want to thank everyone. I gotta go. And look, enjoy it, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Wait. Scorekeeper wanted a quote. It could happen. That's from the Angels in the Outfield film. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Speedy, I'm glad you were listening. Now we went over 3 hours and 30 minutes. So thank you.
No, we
All
fast
right.
forwarded it to 3 hours and 33 minutes. That's what we did.
Oh, so we're playing along. Very good, Speedy. All right. Gotta go, guys. We'll see
All right.
you.
All right, take care, everyone. Be safe.
Adios, amigo.